Put my skin and put my bones in 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 my skin and put my
What are we gonna... Yeah, let's start with this one. Hey, guys! Hold on. Let me start by scaring the pants out of you. I'm not even prepared. I should have been prepared. It would have been a lot better if I would have started it right here, but... Especially this one's for Navy. Mwahaha! Look into the evil painting. Wee, 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 wee. Damn it, it's not working. Wee, 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 wee. I really desperately need that serial wee, wee, wee sound effect thing. Hey, guys, guess what? I will hate the fact that I have to say this next line. It sucks. It's horrible. But Molly GoLightly said, quote, something to the effect of, and some of you in the chat could probably say it better than me, they will eat each other alive once I'm gone. And essentially that's her quote. Maybe I'll get her exact quote because I'm use it in a video, of course, but there it is. There it is. And again, I could also call back to streams I've done where I've talked about what happens with communities when you have a central figure, even a central villain figure especially, get banned. These kind of things happen. So first off, let's just start from square one here. When someone has an issue, I don't keep the doors closed. I haven't this whole time. The only thing that we did differently with this, if you recall, let's see, supposedly Nonsense attacked me X amount of days ago. And I didn't find out about it until the day after because we were doing a stream. It was a stream where I mentioned, I don't believe it was the JLR letter stream. I do have an that's going to be the actual content because I have an update for you on that. So Navy, don't let me forget that crap because you know I'm going to forget it now that we got to talk about. Okay. Remind me before I end this, that's the literal content of the stream. That's what we're talking about. This is just a intro. But yeah, the JLR letter stream, it was before that, I think, because I had mentioned how, and I think it was because of now you all do know that Betty admitted, like there are a sect of people in the community that just don't seem like they're really from our community. It's really strange. You look at the way they talk and act, they're trying to be hateful. They're trying to be negative. They're insulting. In fact, I could go as far as to say, I'll use Navy as an example so I can pick on him and treat him horribly. They were saying that they loved Navy just a day or two ago. But then Navy did something. He did something on his own without my influence. In fact, this is why he didn't come to me when my stream was over, when Nonsense had attacked me and the mods found out and Navy ended up finding out. He didn't come and tell me. That's why that next day I actually brought up Nonsense with the email from Betty because it was relevant to what I was talking about. Anyway, though, Navy uploaded this video and he started working on it and getting it prepared before he even told me that Nonsense had attacked me. Of course, I didn't believe him. Right? Because Nonsense to me is a creator over like what?
I said very true. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You were cutting in and out. Sorry. But she was a creator over the last 6 to 8 months that's about facts. And if she gets something wrong, you just need to let her know and she'll fix it if you give her the evidence. And so I didn't believe it. Why would I? Why would I believe that somebody who has played this? Okay, I want to make sure I say things correctly so that you get what I'm saying. So I'm not going to call it a character, but even though now I believe it was a character because of what I've seen, but who has presented herself in a certain way for an amount of time. And when you are like, yeah, but that's who the person is, like they would never do X, Y, and Z, but you're all telling me you have clips of this stuff. And of course, they ended up being right. It wasn't BS. Navy, I don't want to go too long without you weighing in, because you actually have known about this longer than me, and you've done you've impressed everybody except nonsense, which is ironic. But everybody out there is just amazed at what you put out. So, just what do you got, bro? Like, how do you feel? What's up?
Well, the thing is that basically what this started from, I started hearing these things, and someone brought it to me, and they're like, "This is what nonsense is saying," and I said, okay. So I started listening to it, and I'm like, "No, that's wrong. That's not how it is. You don't understand this. You weren't there for this. You're missing all these other things, like, especially when it came to certain aspects where there were multiple players of people that she doesn't even know were around at the time that did things that I like, the Nate stuff that I included in the video."
Sure.
I was like, nope, that's wrong. And so I was just like, you know what? The thing is that, well, part of a lot what it was, and this is kind of funny that they hate me today, because a lot of what I was hearing was, oh, Navy's awesome, blah, blah, blah. We love Navy, Uni bad guy. Uni manipulate Navy. Uni make Navy do things, right? And I wanted to show that it's 100% not true. Yeah, you don't, like, even after I made the video, they're still claiming that I was like coerced into doing it by you or whatever. And I've told people 1,000 times, I made this video on my own, and you did this too. Like, I didn't even tell you I was doing it till it was almost done, because you were about to say something. And I was like, well, would you do me a favor and let me finish my video first and then do it? And you graciously agreed.
And I almost didn't do it, damn it. No, bro, you did a great video. I know. And you are your own person. Like, this isn't an act. Like, nobody's ever accused us of this before, so it's extremely strange. This is my issue. There's so many accusations that are embodied from before Molly was banned, before there was this like thing. So essentially, that's why I thought letting you have a couple days is good, because it'll give time for whatever anger's there. Like, when you're angry at somebody, it's typically because they did something wrong. Like, the whole issue here at the backbone is that what Molly was doing and the community that she was leading is judging people, lying about them, not even being honest about what they say, what they think, who they are, what they are, putting it out there, punishing them, judging them. Then, as Molly grew power in her community, as we all know, she went and started to gatekeep by doxing. And this caused, like, even clip channels, like smaller channels, would get banned off of the platform. And there would be videos of Molly saying, yeah, I took them down, haha. I waited till they had 900 subs and I took them down. And all these clips would show that Molly then, they would have to come back as clip channels or channels that used a robot voice and made content like anonymously just to have a voice. So, of course, that was my motivation for shouting out people, because, you know, I mean, if I wanted to go through and just respond to some of the stuff she said, I'll save that for when she comes on the show this weekend. But we've invited her on the show because for some reason, like, and I don't get this, there's this assumption or something that we're trying to lie about something, even though they don't have evidence or clips to point towards what we're lying about. Now, Navy actually went in with this video. I've got the short form, but here's the long form so that you have both, okay? So let me do this. Okay, so let me grab the link to the short form.
Remember that the intro and the outro, you're not going to want to play.
They might be copy claimed. I don't care. They can have my revenue. If I end up playing it, I don't care. You know, it's one stream. Oh no, wait, I'm not supposed to be like that. Hold on. No, I have to have my revenue. Oh no. It's not like I played thhis stuff for like an additional like 3 months while I was getting claimed every time I played her song. Oh no, that didn't happen. But what bothers me is like, this is, let's just stick with the main thing. Number one, they're doing what Molly did. Absolutely. And it's just a complete, like, shown in the example of how they treated Navy. They don't even have a reason to accuse Navy of things they've accused him of. They went from, like, lying to us all, saying they respected him and they like him and all this. And there was one thing, just a single thing that happened in between them loving Navy and them hating Navy. He put up a video correcting nonsense. He managed, and I'll let you say what your intent was with the video, what you think it accomplished. But from what I know and what I've seen, it corrected her. But what was your intent putting this out? What did you want it to show and say?
So it was a couple of things, and a couple of things were a lot of misunderstandings, right? To an extent. One was a basic overall misunderstanding of what YouTube is and how it works, right? And what people do on YouTube, right? And then there was also an aspect that she dug up something that happened years ago, right? And I don't know what research she did into it or where she looked, but the problem was it was incomplete. And
do you want to give that example, or would you rather not?
Yeah, no, I can. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So one of the things that she was saying was that she was looking into Leslie Bass, right, LB, and in doing so, said that there was no, and I'm paraphrasing here, so y'all don't kill me on this. But basically, what she said was that there was no fake email. Like the email was not the email; it wasn't fake or it didn't exist, whatever. And so when I heard that, I was like, that plus a couple other things. I was like, no, we have these clips, and I went back and grabbed them. And the reason the video is so long is because when we were making this video, we wanted to make sure to play those clips in entirety so people couldn't say that we flipped the clips and that we were using it to shape a narrative.
Okay, so we've got two links now. I updated the pinned comment. One is the short version. I hope it works, but one's the short version of Navy's video. One is the long version. And of course, this was done out of respect to nonsense. That way, if she was saying like, oh, I don't have time to watch a 2-hour video, she's got a 30-minute video where only if you need extra context. No, get off of here, Darkside Phil. I'm obsessed with Darkside Phil. Y'all know this. He's my reality television star, Darkside Phil. Anyway, that's a different topic for another day. But you got a long version and a short version. Now, here's the deal. We have so many people in this community that experienced that happening in 2019. Okay? This is my biggest problem. You come out and you say, oh, well, nonsense has all these things that I'm going to say she's lying now because she's been given the proof and the truth. And she literally sat on her channel and said, I don't care what the truth is. I'm going to do this instead, which was lie and attack us. So anyway, she's got these videos. She's been given these videos. She knows that she's lying, or her initial claims were lies. And if she repeated those initial claims, she is repeating those lies. And she could very easily correct this. He did the work for her is what he did. And what did she do in response to your video? What's that? Because that's a major issue, I think.
As far as I know, she hasn't responded to my video.
Well, maybe the chat can update us. No, Poisoned Harley, I'm not on any side, but I'm still cool with everybody I'm cool with. I'm going to give nonsense an opportunity to, correct herself. If she wants to criticize me, I've opened my channel up to let her come here and criticize me and, blast me in front of all of you. And I don't know any other creator that would let someone out there, because she's making claims that I'm in, and please correct me in the chat, because I have clips, of course, endangering people's lives or something. I could just go on for an hour telling you the things she claimed about me, but the problem we have is that even people that don't like me are defending me. And I don't like that either. I like arguing with them. I had to go to damn Twitter and tag a potato head and say, basically without, I couldn't manage. I couldn't do it, guys. I'm only human. I couldn't tell her thanks, but I basically did a tweet that was like, yeah, you actually spoke the truth for a minute. Okay, bye. Yes, I still don't like you or something. You have to look at my tweet. I did it to be funny, of course, but I did it because it's the right thing to do. Even if somebody like her has attacked me for a long time, when she is willing to admit the truth about something, And here's my issue. Now, Navy, you don't have to agree with me on this, but I do not like the fact that, we have what nonsense did. She did something for Dre and Marvon, and she did something to help people against Molly, even Betty. So I don't like that she is basically, it's very, very, very strange to have somebody turn a complete 180 like this, especially when, let's say, 10 months she was sitting there on YouTube, and what she was saying and doing and correcting Molly and correcting people that were attacking Dre, Marvon, and myself and others, and she was giving good criticism, giving a good history. And that makes me worry, because if she's this willing to just flip-flop and just spin, which is ironically something she accused me of erroneously, because she, like, I don't know what she's using as her source, but you can tell instead of her actually watching videos of what happened, she's like literally taking 30-second clips and then making a judgment. But anyway, the point I'm making, it does invalidate things that she said and done in the past if we took our information from her. And unfortunately, in the beginning of the story with Marvon and Dre, and when it came to Molly, there were instances where maybe not directly nonsense, sometimes it was though, but maybe one of like her mods that are now doing the same thing she's doing, they were sources for certain pieces of information. Now, to take that a step further, it also will give power not only to Molly, but as we saw with Charlotte, as we've seen with LB, they are so desperate, they are so hateful, they'll jump in on this and be like, "Oh, I love nonsense now." Now, I have to give credit where credit's due. At least nonsense smacked down LB, probably because, and this is what's weird. How does she come to a conclusion, Navy, that the email that Leslie herself not only put out, not only admits to putting out, not only still claims that it's a real email, and all this stuff she's claimed and all the excuses Leslie's made, all the clips are still there. How does nonsense come to a conclusion that email either didn't exist or something? Like, what the hell? Like, how does that work? Like, what happened there?
I don't know. Like, so you have to understand, this was a response to what she had put out in a live, and she had said that she was going to make another video with the evidence. But this was like, I don't know if it was like a preview or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, obviously she's telling us this because this is the direction she's taking it. And I said, okay, well, and respectfully and stuff like that, I said, I'm gonna respond to it. And yeah.
So I don't know why you didn't get treated with respect. Why did she not?
Well, I don't know. So I didn't know. So I haven't had a chance to watch her stuff. I've heard things today, but a lot of people in the live are saying that nobody was mean to me today. So I don't know.
Oh no, no. Hold on. I'm not talking maybe about nonsense, but the people in the chat were saying disgusting things towards Navy, and I'm not trying to pin that on nonsense, but I am kind of pinning that to the fact that some of them had wrenches, and there is just literally an entire like 50 of these. I'm not going to go through all of them because a lot of you guys were being cool as hell. You were being normal. You were just trying to judge the information. I don't like judging people off of what they say in these kinds of, in this kind of situation, because again, how in the world somebody clicking into a stream like what Nonsense did, how do you even compute it? I'm having a hard time computing parts of it. Though there was a lot of just nastiness towards Navy, and I'm just addressing that. Also, she said she wouldn't react. I don't care about any of this stuff about, she did say that he was either a lackey or a henchman, and mentioned that she's not going to watch his video or something like that. That at least is one clip. Now, of course, we will go through it. We'll go through her stuff like we would anything else. Whether it be live, whether it be not live. If it's not live, of course, we'll upload, a commentary video or something. But, we are sitting here with an entire video that contains evidence that she did lie. Or if she didn't lie, I don't understand why she isn't willing to correct herself to now. And again, I've also been shown a clip where she basically says, and correct me in the stream if this clip is out of context, correct me in the stream if there's something wrong about this clip, but I offered her to come here so that we could have just a normal adult kind of like discussion. We'll make it funny. We'll make it happy. There has to have to be anger or anything, and lay your issues right here. And that way, at least we can address whether something isn't true or not, and if something is true, I can give my response. But she, with what I've seen, said basically F him. I'm not going to, something like that. Okay. Now, so if you're in the chat, let me know. But, yeah. Oh, her name is in the title because of her chat. What are you talking about? I was discussing the Navy part of it and why they didn't respond to the video. It has nothing to do with the title. What? My title or Navy's title? I don't understand what that means. I don't know how it relates. So anyway. But if she has an issue with me, what I'm saying is, okay, present the issue, make the issue. Now the first attack she did, the first list of things she didn't play clips. She didn't show examples. So I figure she's just going to take time to do that, which I'm fine with. Though, what would ever be the harm in coming here? Do you think there's an issue in inviting her here, Navy, or is there a problem with her coming to talk, or what?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, it's YouTube. That's what YouTube does. Like when YouTube creators disagree with each other or have a beef or whatever, however you want to classify it, right?
Stop harassing her to come on your channel. Nice troll. Nice troll. Yeah, that's harassment. Inviting her on my channel. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I've invited Molly on my channel. That right there. Yes. And the thing is, the people that type that stuff, I've never seen them before. It's really strange, right? Because you would expect it would be someone that would be in Nonsense's chat all the time, or someone that would be in my chat all the time that would have those type of intense feelings, not random accounts that we've never seen before. Now, of course, I'm not invalidating other people that have opinions like Remy or anyone else, but certain people are trolling in the chat. So no, I shouldn't have reached out. I did reach out to, hold on. Who told you I didn't reach out to Queen privately? First off, because it's in my Discord server. Number one. So whoever said this is lying. Number two, I tagged and talked about everything that happened. And yes, Queen is in my Discord. Now, I'm not blaming Queen. I sometimes don't open my Discord, right? But that's the way I was given to reach out to Queen, and I used it. And she didn't respond. I figured she's busy. Now, again, Queen, I don't know if you guys need to go actually watch the video I did about the letter JLR sent. We'll handle more updates to the JLR letter situation because, again, it just happened. But that situation had a list of content creators, as I said the other day. And in that list was Molly, was Betty, was Queen, and a bunch of people that I didn't even know. All right. So, no, I didn't need to reach out to Queen privately. She wasn't threatened. She was brought up in the context of, I don't even know. JLR's a fucking idiot. And he's impossible to even know what he's writing in that letter. And when you guys see it, you'll understand it. But it's dumb. All right. But however you want to take that, the only threats that were there, as I said 2 days ago, were him making veiled threats towards me or making worked in threats towards me. You'd have to look and see what word I used. And I did that stream right after the letter was read to me. Okay. I got to see the letter today for the first time. The actual letter. So anyway, I don't get it. You guys have all these judgments, but you didn't even play my clips and play what I said about the letter. Why did I go live with the letter? Because Nonsense said, remember when Betty had called Nonsense? I thought, what did I say back then when Betty called Nonsense and left a voicemail? I said, Nonsense is right. I gave her, and you can go watch this, because again, I'm saying the same thing that I said then. I'm not changing a bunch of shit like certain people are. I'm actually keeping all of my opinions across the board, okay? And back then, when Nonsense got the phone call, I agreed that the sunlight approach, blasting it into sunlight, is the best way to handle people like Betty and JLR. How in the world is someone going to criticize a voicemail, not criticize a voicemail that's left on a phone being broadcasted, but they're going to criticize me coming here to tell all of you and Queen after she didn't respond from the private message, from the tagging of her? How are you going to criticize me coming here to inform Queen and inform everybody of what happened when supposedly this entire community applauded Nonsense for making the video? Now, if I wanted to handle every little point that was made like that, I could. So what I'm going to do is allow Nonsense to come here herself, okay, and actually present her, the points against me, something about me monetizing things inappropriately, which I'd have a lot of points back. If she doesn't want to come here, we can go to a third-party debate channel or something, but I don't know why there would be any anger or animosity unless, because like if there is anger and animosity from someone, that would tell me that maybe that anger and animosity might be driving a lot of the criticisms, right? Considering that those criticisms didn't come up back when things happened over a period of 8 months, but they came up after Molly was banned and after big changes happened in the community. Now, I've been around these types of changes in communities for a long time, and that's why I predicted these kind of things happen. I even recall saying in a stream, I never thought nonsense would, right? I don't think nonsense ever would, but when I was talking about how when these types of, I want to call it a fall off, but it's after the big crescendo, right? You got the big crescendo, which was, I don't know, 3 weeks or 5 weeks before Molly's banned. You notice the swell. Everybody's interested. Everybody sees what's happening. It creates a lot of attention in the community. People are watching streams, not just, you know, ours or Queens or nonsenses, but the clip channels. Everybody has increased views because of what Molly was doing. She was basically back to back to back to back, just firing off insanity. So, and that led into her ban, right? The ban is the tipping point. Sure, a couple days after the ban, people start to lose interest. Things kind of level out. But in the end, this is the worst time. Like, if you have an issue, you know, Nonsense has been on this show. Nonsense has talked to me in Discord. And so for people to act like it didn't happen or it didn't happen that much or something is just insane. I can't count the amount of times that one of Nonsense's mods would come into the Discord and literally talk about, you know, what Nonsense and her were talking about and talking to us from a context that they were going to go talk Nonsense about what we said because Nonsense is busy. But I do respect that everybody's busy. Either way, how would you rather me resolve this issue in the most open and honest way, right? How would you rather me resolve it? You want me to not invite her on? Is that what you're saying? So according to some people, I should just tell Nonsense that she can't come on and she can't, whoa, Barbie, thank you. She can't come on. She can't present, you know, her issues here. She can't let us defend ourselves if there is a defense, because there are defenses.
Well, I have a question.
No, please, go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Everyone keeps saying this in private. I have a question. If the criticism was put out in public, give me a second.
Sorry.
If it was put out in public, why now do y'all come over here saying they have to fix this in private? That's silly.
A criticism. That's a criticism for Nonsense. Not only did after she aired her grievances, not only did Nonsense had the ability to talk to me anytime she wanted, even up to right now. Number one, I'm here, I'm open. She's the one saying she won't talk to me. I waited and waited, hoping Nonsense might, you know, retract some of the lies she told or something. I gave time for that. I didn't just jump here, did I? And now that I'm here, basically just slightly defending myself, people are going to scream in private, but I didn't see any of that in Nonsense's stream, did I? So anyway, here's the deal. If Nonsense has issues with me, I will not stab anyone in the back. I will not flip-flop my opinion or point. I will allow her to come, and I'll address them with her. If she'd rather do it on some different channel, like I would want it to be neutral at that point. Like, you know, there's plenty of channels out there that have nothing to do with me or her we could go to that host these kind of discussions. I don't know why we would go that route, but that's fine if we have to. Though, my point here is I am telling you all straight up that the majority of the things Nonsense claimed about the past or things I've done were lies. They were not true. I've informed Nonsense of this, and instead of either her presenting her evidence or even coming here and bringing her evidence, she has just, you know, gotten angry. And I assume she'll calm down from her anger, but even if she doesn't, that's her decision. She's an adult. She can make her own decisions. I can make my own. If you don't like the fact that I decided to give Nonsense time to calm down, let, you know, my door be open, make sure she knows she can come here to talk, and make sure that she knows that I'll address any of her criticisms. I won't just ignore them out of respect. for the community, out of respect for even her making them, regardless of if they're incorrect or if they're based off of something that's untrue, like when she said something about me allowing doxing in my Discord server. And I'm handling this one real quick, Navy. So that has already been handled years ago. And that was before Creepshow Art was doxed by Katie. And we've already done videos. The videos are out there debunking this BS because we did a meeting. Brianna, give me 2 seconds and I'll read that, okay? Because I'll lose my train of thought. But I've got it right here under my viewer activity. There it is. But that was a name that was put into the server that people in the server had made issue with by Katie Joy Paulson before she had doxed Creepshow. We held a meeting. When something happens in the server, the mods try to resolve it immediately because, of course, I'm not going to be there all the time. Other people aren't going to be there, like mods and admins. And I hate to have to explain this again because I have had to explain how my Discord works a million times, but that's how it works. You call a meeting and you let everybody know, hey, this happened. That way nobody's uninformed unless they're just not around for days, which, by the way, it does happen. People leave for days and weeks and they check in because they have work and life and stuff. Anyway, so that instance, that's the only one instance anyone has ever had an issue with. That person's name was the name of their YouTube channel. Not only did we hold a meeting, but the people that went out later from the Discord because they were pissed off and said that, oh, but Uni let Katie dox some lady beforehand. Those people were in the meeting where the mods presented screenshots of what Katie said, screenshots of the person's channel, screenshots of the person's Twitter, and it showed that Katie didn't dox. She used the same name that the person publicly used. The minute that Katie did dox somebody, Creepshow Art, immediately we kicked her and went live and informed the community. So no, I will not allow or I will not entertain just bold-faced lies that someone is feeding nonsense. But here's my issue. Could you imagine the nonsense that we all know being fed some lies by somebody or given some type of context to something that is like, you know, old, something that's been handled or shown to have happened the way it happened, right? And so she puts that in her head as if, oh, it happened that way, and goes out and fires it. What would the nonsense we all know say when I go live, or if I put out a Twitter space and I say, you were wrong about a lot of this and this and this? The old nonsense would have been like, oh, well, I don't want to be wrong. Send me your evidence. Send me your clips, right? Now, she would have come here, right? She's been here. So that's my issue. So let's handle this like adults. Let's actually, if you don't want to come here, you don't have to, but put out what it is you say I've done and your proof, and I'll actually respond to it. That's my point, is what I'm saying. I'm not going to just, you know, ignore it or something. But that's what this is. This video from Navy, y'all need to watch it. Now, the problem I have is some of the people from Nonsense's side don't want to watch it. They think that Navy is a lackey or he's a henchman. This was actually said, by the way, one of those two words. Basically, they mean the same thing, though, so that's probably why it got confused. There should be no context where Navy cannot respond and make a video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what do you got in here? You took some of the things she said, played proof against it, or, you know, explain it to me again.
Yeah, so you
Kathy,
also have
I'll answer. I'm sorry, Navy. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. That's exactly what I was going to do. I was going to tell you to hold on. And Kathy has a question. Kathy, I promise I'll answer your question. Let me actually highlight it here. Okay, gotcha. Ask away. Now, I'm going to ask you guys something. If you have issues with me that I can't address on a stream or something, come to kick.com. You can delete your account after, right? You don't have to stay there. Kick is just a streaming site. I can stream longer and talk to you more there. Come to the Discord server. I don't know. Whatever you can do so that we can actually communicate a little more. Okay, you just called Queen a liar for saying you didn't talk to her before the live. I did not. I said I tried to. How is that calling her a liar? See what you guys are doing? What are you talking about? I'm saying I tagged Queen in Discord because that's the way I was given to get a hold of her. I get a hold of Nick anytime I tag him, right? Nick was tagged also, right? That's what I said. See, if you're going to just say that I said things I didn't say or something, why am I even going to respond? Go back and listen to what I just said. I know what I said because I know what happened. So no, I'm not calling anybody a liar other than nonsense because she did lie, but she can fix the lie. She can actually show the evidence that's there, right? And fix that. But no. So hold on. She had no idea. Navy, what chat said last night was out of line, and I apologize, but there's obviously a communication breakdown somewhere. Yes, there is. And it's not between me and Queen. I have no issue with Queen. I haven't changed anything towards anybody, okay? You could say that you believe it's wrong for me to come here to tell you what JLR did to me. But if you do, you can't just hold a standard to me when he doxes me that you're not holding to others, is what I'm saying. If you want to do that, do it. But I'm saying it's illogical and it's wrong and it's not truthful. If you're going to say that it's somehow wrong, that I came here to tell you that he's doxing my family and taking another step in that doxing, then it would be wrong when others have done the same thing. If you want to say that I should have gotten a hold of Queen, you need to tell me why. Well, because she was threatened in it. I never said she was threatened in it. In fact, I specifically made sure to tell everybody that Queen was listed alongside of Molly and Betty and those other people. So because I'm not going to go sit down and talk to Betty and Molly, right? If Queen wanted to talk to me about it, I'm more than willing to. But I'm just saying, because we have actually a communication with each other is the only reason. Or if she wants to know more, like she could literally get on the phone with me and I'll freaking, as long as she promises not to record it, I'll live stream the letter to her, right? On a phone call or something. But since she was mentioned, okay, but she hasn't. Maybe she will, right? Maybe she'll invite me on her show. Who knows? This all just happened, y'all. Literally, right on the 1st of the month. I almost didn't get to do this stream. I typically don't stream on the 1st unless, I'm gaming or something because I got to pay bills all day and shit. That's when the Army pays us. So, there is a miscommunication here, but there's also miscommunications for the wrong reason. And one of those things is Nonsense's anger. So Nonsense can criticize me, right? I do have a criticism for her. What in the world has happened to where you are so angry at me or Navy or anyone else? Because normally a person needs to do something to anger somebody. And even if you want to get angry at me because of something like, I don't know, heels, because you didn't like how I handled the heels situation. By the way, I did the same thing in the heels situation that I'm trying to do here. I just want to resolve it. I want to give people their voice, let people be heard. Even if it's negative towards me, I'll let people hear I'm not in fear of what these people have to say about me, because if they're going to lie, it's a simple fix. I'll show you the proof, right? If they're going to tell the truth, I'll fix what I did wrong. But I'm not going to sit here and play a drama fight. That's not going to happen. So that's why instead of streaming about this over and over and over again, let's set something up. Nonsense doesn't want to talk to you or come on your channel. Okay, fine. Upload a video that just is a short version of the issue. You can do a live stream with the long version of the issue. Give me the short version. Give me the evidence first. Give me the evidence right away. Give me where you're saying something happened or didn't so that we can just straighten it out. And this is only happening because there is an entire video. You can go watch it if you'd like. I'll share it again here. This entire video addresses the fact that there was a lot of things said by Nonsense about me and things that she claims I've done that aren't true. And that's handled in Navy's video, right? Okay, Kathy, damn it, it's going to freaking, Kathy's question is going to fly off the chat because the chat is moving. Should I enact slow mode? Kathy, I'm going to enact slow mode just because I do want to answer people's questions, and that's probably the way to do it. So let's only do it for a couple minutes. Let me enact like a 45-second slow mode, and that way I don't miss questions. Why are so many people getting banned, bro? Like, what is going on? Booty says, as a sub to both, I don't get the unexpected... Oh, it's just one? Oh, okay. Well, they must have typed a lot. They must have typed a lot. Okay, good.
Yeah, there was a lot of typing going on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if people are spamming the chat, block them. So it's disrespectful to everybody else. Booty Shots also donate. As a sub to both, I don't get the unexpected attack. I don't either. That's why I'm asking Nonsense to elaborate. Be specific. This is not some, like, you know, bad thing for me to ask, right? I'm not pulling a Molly here. I'm doing the opposite. I'm trying to handle this the way that it should be handled. Again, at first, behind the scenes, how do you... Uni's lying. You didn't try to handle it behind the scenes. Literally, she first attacked me days and days ago, right? And then someone said some bullshit about the letter might be fake or something because they said that the letter didn't have enough time to be mailed to me from the first PayPals where they... And here's my thing, right? How does Betty admit that JLR put family members of mine's addresses in the freaking PayPal? Now, those addresses they put in the PayPal weren't correct. I'll tell you that much. But that's why I think JLR did what he did, because he probably realized, oh shit, these addresses aren't correct. God knows what he did, because he's willing to send letters. He's probably willing to make phone calls if he can find phone numbers. So God knows, but he eventually found one correct address, which was my mother's. And there is a reason he found that address. That's why I came out and told you. But of course, I'm not going to, you know, bring my mother into it and tell you how he was able to find her address, but I'll tell you that much. And yes, I'll show you the damned letter, like I said in the beginning. It's insane to me that people are like, he's not showing the letter, it has to be fake. But at the same time, he shouldn't be talking about the letter until he talks to his attorney. Okay, I've already taken care of my side. I know what I got to do. I know what I can talk about and I know what I can't. Okay, and yes, I took care of that before talking to all of you about it. Number one. Number two, JLR's getting handled, and I luckily might not even have to pay any money. So things are going to be able to be said, but you got to give me a couple days at least. I mean, the majority of people out there are literally, I don't even know why people are going to accuse me that he didn't fucking do it. That's insane. That is insane. The man is literally admitting that they doxed me in PayPal messages. Betty goes live and whines about it for an hour, you know, admitting that it happened. But it's so out of the question that he tried to go a step further and actually try to intimidate us. I don't think it is out of the question. I think people are just being led by anger. I think that when one person has anger and one person gets mad, if people want to back that person because they want to support that person. But I do think things are going to completely change the minute people calm down and just think for 2 seconds. So anyway, you don't have to super chat unless you want to. Should have told Queen before public. I did. I tagged her. That's all I can do. I can't do anything else. I don't, like, Queen never gave me anything more than that ability. I used it and she didn't say anything. And hours went by. And I shouldn't have told, if you're going to say I should have told Queen, then I should have told Betty, I should have told Molly, and I should have told like 5 channels that I don't even know who they are or why they were mentioned. Right? So, I completely disagree. I'm sorry. No, I did tell her by tagging her on the community tab after I couldn't get a hold of her in Discord. I did tell her. I tagged her on the community tab and then I went live and I only gave the most like limited information so that the community would know. And I did that because I agreed with Nonsense and what she said when she was doxxed by Betty with a voicemail. So again, you can say hindsight's 2020. I still disagree with you. I still think even if I could go back in time, I wouldn't have not told you because I couldn't get a hold of Queen or I couldn't, get Queen's attention. No, I don't think so. Sorry. Bringing up Queen is sus in my opinion. I think so too. I think it's sus that he put Molly and Betty and Queen and other people in. And I think he even put other channels of mine. But I don't want to say a damned detail about this thing until I have it in front of you, because look at how crazy people are acting over it, right? God for fucking bid, I tell you something that doesn't completely equate in that fucking letter. So I'm waiting until I got it in my hand and I will hold it up to this motherfucker and show it to you. That's when you can know. And if you don't like it, what do I do about that? Tell me right now, what do I do if you don't like that? Because I'm taking all of your advice in stride. And I'm giving each piece of advice some form of credit. The advice, though, is contrary to each other. So I just have to make the best decision that I can. And if you hate me for that, then hate me, right? Like, I'm not here to try and convince you to like me or convince you to watch me. I'm here to give you content, and if you want to watch it, you can, right? If Nonsense hates me, fine. I have no issue with Nonsense hating me. Any other channel out there that wants to hate me, any other channel that wants to like me. They are adults. They can do what they want. Though, people that put out lies about me, I think they should at least correct themselves there. I'm willing to do it even with Betty. I've proven that. Because I've done it twice now with Betty. When I've said something or put something in a description or put something in a thumbnail that was, shitty and untruthful, I went back and fixed it when I was notified, okay? And I'm trying to slow things down when it comes to that so that I prevent that, right? So my point is, why in the world are you coming at me when the criticism should be going in the other direction? If you really feel this way about me, where are those feelings towards the other side? Why is that same logic not applied to the other side? It should be applied equally, or else something weird's going on. Now, I'm used to weird stuff going on. I like it when weird stuff goes on, honestly. So, did I handle Charlotte? I didn't. Even if I did, there's more people here now because there was like 200 earlier. So the next thing I'll say is that Charlotte is a bold-faced liar. The stream is on Kick. I said both Charlotte and Andy suck. Both of them are in the wrong for what they did, both of them. And I criticized both of them across the board. Now, while I was live streaming about what happened, every 3 fucking minutes, and I complained about doing this in the stream on Kick, I said that just so everybody knows, don't go out there saying that I fucking, just because I'm going to criticize Andy, that I'm on Charlotte's side, or just because I'm going to criticize Charlotte, I'm on Andy's side. Did I say that wrong? Or did I say that right? I think I said it right. My point is, because people do that. I know it sounds nutty, but people do that. Actually, that's happening right now. There are people out there who think that I supported Andy doing what he did to Charlotte when I sat there and said how disgusting it was. But what I said about Charlotte was that she is sad fishing. She does this constantly. So what I said and what I mean, if you want to defend Charlotte, that's fine. Because I made statements to defend Charlotte also. Though, I'm going to upload this in a video. I really want to put this out there because Charlotte does this. And when she gets other people to go, hey, Charlotte has this issue, they go there. And then what happens? She lies. So one of my main issues is listening to the things Charlotte said about what happened. I don't think she correctly embodied it. What is my issues with Andy? Andy is a liar. And he is an IP2 streamer. By the way, I'm not even insulting him right now. These are accurate descriptions of him. The man wears those descriptions. He's one of those I don't give a fuck type of personalities. I've said this about him several times. He's the type of person that will be like Molly, where he'll go too far. But unlike Molly, he doesn't put up a front that he's the best person, the good person, or that you should give him money because he's saving people or something. He'll straight tell you he's not saving nobody. Like, I've heard the man talk because I've studied IP2. Alice, when Ethan Ralph was involved, Andy Dick, and what's his name? Spaceman something. And then the leader has the dumbest name. His name's like TV guy or YouTube TV guy. I think that it's not that, but it's something like it. And Andy was around IP2 when all this other stuff was happening. So I know some of the history of Andy. So no, I don't believe him. And no, I don't think that what I think he did, and I think I'm right because I think he admitted this, but I don't know yet. I haven't seen it. I'll watch it on Kick later. Supposedly, he admitted that he took part of something and then added to it to try to piss Charlotte off or attack her, right? My point was Charlotte is going to run out. So let's say Andy did lie on Charlotte. Is the correct response to tag team YouTube? No. Is the correct response to ask a bunch of creators to help you tag team YouTube? If he threatened you, if he broke TOS in some way, or if he's breaking TOS in another way, yes. But my problem was Charlotte was saying he's defamed me and I want you guys to help me tag team YouTube. Team YouTube doesn't do defamation claims. Not in the United States. They might in other countries where laws are different. Here you got to go to a lawyer and then you got to file your suit and then you have to have your lawyer contact YouTube. So you don't use Team YouTube in that instance, without a threat, without some really, serious thing to report to them, was my point, okay? Or the clip that I watched. So anyway, for people to go out and say, Uni thought that what Ski Man say Andy did to Charlotte, didn't Charlotte directly say that I supported Ski Mask Andy threatening her or some shit? I swear that that's what happened, but who knows? I don't sad fish at all, Joneson. I'm sorry. Like, bring me a clip of me sad fishing. Let's see it. No, I mean it, please. I'm not mad at you. If I freaking sad fish, criticize me, come on my show, talk to me, and tell me, like, look, bro, you shouldn't do this, and we'll have a conversation. I'd love you to come. I've wanted to talk to you for a while. I think you're good. I don't know if you'd want to, but come talk. Come tell me how I sad fish. Bring me clips. Go ahead. Yeah.
Follow the grain in your own woods says, I have an important question for Uni. Did this letter contain threats toward anyone mentioned?
I already said no. I go back to my initial video, the video I did right after it was read to me the first time, okay? And listen to what I said about it. I did that stream because I don't live in my mom's basement. I don't live with her. She had to call me, and she's all like being all weird about it, and she's reading it to me. And I'm having to be like, okay, hold on, stop, go back a little bit. And so I came here to give you guys basic information about it. I said what? I'll talk to my attorney about the letter, and as long as she's cool with it, I'll bring the letter here and read it to you and give you screenshots of it after, of course, I censor some things about, addresses and names of my family. I don't think he brought up addresses and names of anyone else's family, but of course I would censor that too. Like, I don't want to answer things about the letter until I have it on me, until I can actually do something with it. Right now, it's being used to file a police report and then to be taken to my lawyer after that happens. So it's going to be another day, at least, right? I mean, shit, dude. Defamation is extremely difficult to prove, especially when you're a public figure or a YouTube creator. And that's the thing. Like, Andy, unfortunately, I don't know. I would want Andy to have been guilty of defamation. I would. And I would want Charlotte to sue him if she could, but she's not going to get any money. Nothing good is going to happen. She probably should get a restraining order, in my opinion. Oh. Right? I don't know why I have to do this. I don't want to talk about Charlotte. Charlotte, on purpose, lies about me and others all the time. If she doesn't like you, she's a fucking lie factory. With proof. With evidence. People are going to say that about me, but they're not going to have the evidence and proof. And yes, the evidence and proof is on Unirock 2 and here. If you like the videos, reach out. We'll get them to you. Yeah.
So let me put it out for everyone that's got questions about this, right? So let's say, for example, I'm just going to make this relatively quick. Let's say, for example, that me and Uni got into a fight or whatever, and I said Uni robbed a bank, right? Okay. And Uni comes back and says, well, that's defamation. I'm going to do this. Well, the problem is defamation is super hard because of the fact is Uni would have to prove that I knowingly knew that he never robbed a bank and just said it on purpose. And then on top of that, proved how it actually caused damage. So even if Charlotte could sue Andy for defamation, she's going to have to prove that what he said about her would actually cause some kind of damage. I don't even think
she does. I think she could get a restraining order on his ass if... And again, I'm saying this off the hip because I haven't seen the clip yet, but he said, and I was told this again, emergency. Someone's going to clip me after the emergency here and say that I lied or something. I'm saying that I was told, and I'll have to check it later, that Andy supposedly in a stream, and it's hard to find these things because he deletes them and he gets his channels knocked for, if I'm correct, ban evasion, but you'd have to go look. But supposedly he said that he made it up on purpose to harass Charlotte. And if he did, I think she could take that and maybe shut him up with it. But I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. So that's my point. Like, asking to talk to Nate and Uncivil is probably smart. Again, you don't have to dono to talk to me. All you got to do is tag me. Brianna says, this weekend, I swear, good guys lying on bad guys to make them look worse. Good guys at each other's throats. Bad guys hopping on good guys' lives to call worse guys liars. What is this timeline? And how did we get off, Brianna? Thank you for the 20. I'm not saying you don't have to dono. You can if you want. You don't have to, though. If you don't like me and you don't want to dono, don't do it. These people lie about my ass so fucking much that at first I thought Nonsense had gotten someone that doesn't like me in her ear, feeding her bullshit, and that she just bought it, right? And so I thought there would be a resolution. I go and inform her, hey, those things you're saying about me aren't true. And I expect her to come back and go, oh shit, what wasn't true and what was? Because I'm about the facts. No fuckery, facts here. Because I've heard her say that kind of thing a million times. Here's my issue. Go to my Twitter, listen to my Twitter space, okay? I directly tell Nonsense, you're welcome here to bring your evidence, expose me in front of my subs, because I know she's not going to expose me. She's not even got proof of what she's saying, or she's got it wrong. Her response was, fuck you, Uni. I'm not, number one, coming there, and I don't care what proof you give me. And I know it's incredible to think this. I know it's like saying, what timeline are we in? Or what the hell is going on? Because Nonsense, of course, is the, I only care about facts. I don't lie on people. I don't Molly GoLightly people. That's what she says. Then why is she ignoring the proof that the claims that she made about me are false, the certain ones? And why is she not wanting to come talk? I don't have animosity, anger, or anything. I'm the same Uni who feels the same way that I felt about everything from the last time she was on this show to now. Okay? So, but I mean, maybe she's created something in her head about me that's changed her perception of me. That's not my fault. I would hope people would go off of what I've said and done, not what people tell you I've said and done. Because again, I know there's a lot in my streams, but there is something cool you can do with my streams. This is what I do to all of your streams. Ah, son of a bitch. Why does yours not have it? That makes me look stupid. Anyway, hold on. I know my streams have it, so hold up. Let me show you. Just to save you time, it's not daunting as you think it is to have to hear what someone says about something. So let's go to a couple streams ago because that gave YouTube time to process. Now, this should work. You click this. Yes. Oh, wait. Son of a bitch. Why are the fucking, maybe this one's too early. Or maybe I'm clicking the wrong damn spot. I clicked the wrong spot the whole time. You don't click on the chat. I'm a dummy. That's the chat. Go down and click the videos 3 dots. And you can go in and actually hit search and search for anything I said. So if you want to know what I said about something, but you're like, I know Uni said something last night. I was told Uni said that he supports Andy threatening Charlotte. So you can go actually look for it. Right? You can actually search in Charlotte's name and then hit next until you see where I'm talking about what Andy did. And you can literally back it up 3-5 minutes and hear exactly that thing. You don't have to go by what someone tells you anyone says. You can if you want, right? But no, it's not going to happen here. I'm not going to judge Nonsense for things that other people tell me about Nonsense. That's why I want to offer her a ability to come talk, to be an adult. You want to hate me forever? Okay, why don't you come talk to me? Tell me what the hell I did wrong. Tell me how I can do it different. Because how do I even change? How do I even evolve? How do I do the right thing next time if instead of criticizing me and, telling me where I went wrong, you're just gonna what? Well, what do you take, Navy? I mean, you made a video. Like, what's your play there?
Was my play on the video? Or
I really like that name, bro. Yeah, go ahead. What's your take on me saying that without her criticizing, without her actually showing the clip of what I did, criticizing the same way she would do Molly or anyone else or herself, how am I supposed to do shit,
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why when I made the video, so you're not going to see it. So for everyone watching the live chat, this is the short version. A lot of that stuff was taken out, like the receipts and stuff. Because this video is meant to be used for like now with Uni and stuff, so we can talk about it, right? But the reason the other video is 2 hours long was because of the receipts, and that's the thing is, so what I did was we found what she said in her live, and then I followed it up with an explanation, or then like when it came to like the actual factual stuff, receipts, right? And showed what happens and this is what's going on, okay? And so yeah, you kind of have to, like, you can't just go out and say it. And that's one of the reasons why when I made this video, I made it very, very clear that I wasn't just going to go out and say things, right? Okay,
KB, talk to me for 2 seconds. Okay, so what you're saying is we found out before Queen. She deserves to know before the public knew via email. Her name in a letter that's threatening in and of itself. Okay. Okay, so you're saying that what I should have done was wait and inform the people that were mentioned in the letter, then let you all know, is what you're saying, or something. And again, if I had access to the letter right now, I'd do it. But it's being used by a family member of mine as we speak. So I'm not going to even have access to take it to my attorney till they give it to me. Okay? So again, I got a phone call about it, heard what I heard from it, and reported to you guys, because my mom didn't lie to me. Sorry. She didn't lie. The letter came from him. It was addressed from his town. I don't think he put his actual address, which I don't know how they... I thought you had to have a return address. From what I was told, I didn't look at the damn envelope today, but it was just the town it came from and the state and the zip code, not the actual address line. But I could be wrong. I could be assuming or something. So that's what you're saying I did wrong. Yes. No, in my Discord server. I don't DM people. I can't. I can't do it. I just don't DM people. If I don't see, imagine that I DM instead of tagging, in the server. People are going to say, well, I don't believe that you DM'd Queen. This is what they've done to me in the past. So I'm like, okay, let me show you the DM. And then Queen goes, oh my God, you asshole, you're showing my DM. So I'm literally stuck between a rock and a hard place. So what I do is not use DMs. If you don't like me because of it, that's fine. Very rarely do I use them. If Queen would have DM'd, I don't even know if she DM'd me. Like, I don't even know where she would DM me, right? Because I don't get the notification. If you DM me Twitter, Discord, here, let me show you something.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to say this right fast. What Uni used was an example with Queen Bee. He was not saying that Queen Bee would do that if they had DMs. He was just saying that this is what's happened in the past, because I know people are going to try to clip that crap and be like, and I know this because I've been around you for 4 years. You even do VCs. You won't do VCs one-on-one. We do it with other people around.
In very rare situations, I don't want it to be one-on-one. Very, very, very rare. It has to be like something extreme if I'm going to do anything without other people there. And that's because I've just had too many people either lie or something or tell me that we're not allowed to record, then they record. And I don't play these games anymore. And this has been, I've been doing this for years. So these are like some of my Discord DMs. Now I'm going to go relative here. Actually, let me move it like this. I'm going to go relatively fucking slow. Oh, sorry. Here is some of them right here. I'm going to go relatively slow here. Because I've had this Discord account since it started. I can scroll for years. I may not be viral right now, y'all. I might not be a big creator. I don't tell you I'm a big creator. I tell you how many subs I fucking have. I'm going to tell you something. I've been viral many times in the past. I have endless DMs. My DMs stopped notifying me in 2017. I'm not lying to you. I don't know if there's something there because your phone goes, the first time you go viral, your phone does this. Whizzz, and it doesn't stop until you go in and clear it and then do something else. Now, I don't remember what I did. I don't think I turned off notifications on Twitter. I really don't, but it doesn't notify me. Also, I don't get notice from Discord either. How do I get messages? I tag people publicly places, and thank God I had her in my Discord server so that, she would know what was going on if she was around. But again, why didn't I tag her? I normally would. But why didn't I go directly to her? I'm saying, not tag her, go to her. Because she was mentioned next to other people. She wasn't targeted. She wasn't, threatened or targeted or anything. It was a listing of something. I'll know the minute I put my hands on that fucking letter. I didn't want to have to listen to my mom crying, reading to me again. I'm sorry. Like, you can be mad at me because JLR fucking Jonathan Lee Rich has threatened me, then fucking sent a letter to my mother tattling on me, trying to be cute, right? But regardless, when you're in the position, you're trying to do everything right. But again, I don't think I would have, because I would have had to have informed Betty, Molly, and the other channels that were listed in that area of the letter. I would have had to inform them. I don't see anything wrong with tagging her. letting her know like, yo, you're going to need to watch this one of my videos. Because I don't think Queen watches all my videos. That's why I tagged her. People are coming up with some nefarious ass reason. Let me tell you. So because she was listed in there next to all these other channels like Betty and Molly, and yes, I said the same fucking thing in my stream. I wanted her to be able to watch the video so she could decide what she wanted to do about it. Right? That's me letting her know whenever she gets online. Because I wasn't even around when she did the stream that night. You know? I wanted to stream as soon as humanly fucking possible on YouTube. Once Navy had put out his video, but I didn't even get to. Thank God, Julie Virgo, I almost forgot. I need to share Julie Virgo too. Mods, do me a solid. I'll give you the link. But I'd like you to share Julie Virgo's stream right here. I'm going to put the link in the chat now. And it is, mods, grab this. Because I would like everybody to watch this, please. You can skip through it. You can put it on 2 times, whatever you want. But this is addressing Charlotte on the web's lies against Unirock supporting Andy, because I didn't support Andy. Not only was Julie in my kick stream, not only is my kick stream there for you to watch if you want to, you know, check me on this, but Julie watched my kick stream and afterwards was in the Discord talking to me and saw what Charlotte was saying and went and made a video last night defending the truth. You know, screw whoever it is that people are lying on. Again, what did I say about Charlotte? I'm okay with people sharing Charlotte, but Charlotte creates situations to put herself in so that she can sad fish. No, I have never gotten up here and cried in the mic for you to donate to me. I've never done that, right? I don't give a shit if Charlotte shares her links while talking to you about what Ski Mask Andy did, but my main criticism, I don't even think any of you know about it. The reason Andy fired back that way, which was disgusting, which is sick, which is wrong. I've never supported anything like that, but all of a sudden I support Andy doing it. I didn't support Charlotte firing on Andy for being a bad father. Okay? That's why she sad fished. Not because she shared a pay link, not because she has super chats. The specific reason is mentioned all throughout my kick stream. Charlotte attacked Andy for being a bad father, a deadbeat dad, and an absent dad. Okay? And when Andy says, you know, I'm going to come back and fire on you because you're a bad mom. Yeah, he lied, right? Supposedly, Charlotte says he's lying about the conditions, that she didn't, there was no crack involved. I don't think there was. Charlotte doesn't look like she smokes fucking crack. Betty does. Sorry. My jokes are slipping through. That's a really fucking good joke, though. That was a good joke. Okay, I got to stop. Anyway, though, like, here's the deal. What I was saying about Charlotte is, so you're telling me that you make fun of him, or like you emasculate him, you try to insult his manhood. Then when that doesn't get the response you want, because he responded saying, you better stop it. I'm really mad that I even messed with Molly, so I don't like that community. You better stop it. And when Charlotte goes in and says, well, you're a bad dad and all this shit, and he fires back at her, for her to go then out and say, oh my God, tag team YouTube and all this shit. Yeah, she's sad fishing, y'all. She was literally crying in the mic while the donos rolled in. And then here's the worst part. Charlotte says, if you actually would have listened to the video so that you could have heard why I criticized Charlotte, she said, you know, my kids watch my channel, and because Andy did this, now I have to play it on my channel and my kids have to see it. And of course, everybody's like, what? No, don't play it. If your kids are watching, tell your kids, hey, don't watch my show tonight, then play it. But that's why she was crying in her mic, sad fishing. And yes, I don't believe her. I believe that, yes, she's probably pissed that he said what he said, but if you're willing to sit there and make fun of him for being a bad dad, then why in the world, it's like an equal shot. You're a bad dad. Oh yeah, you're a crackhead. Hey, you're a bad dad. Oh yeah, you debated your kids. It's like they're just going back and forth, both equal to each other. And that's what I said that whole night. They both suck. They're both equal. They're both bad. But there's people out there acting like Charlotte isn't bad And I think it should be represented what the truth is. I think it should be represented that Charlotte lies constantly. So anyway, you don't, it's whatever you want. The things I'm saying about her are true, okay? You might be mad because I have this opinion, but I have personal experience. She's been doing this for years. Same with LB. It's really strange. You go into the KJ community, you try to correct any of them, they're going to, instead of like being like, oh shit, okay, I'm not going to get that wrong anymore, they're going to go, I'm going to attack you forever because you tried to correct my ass. So, you know what? Take their side if you want. I don't trust anybody that's on Charlotte's side. I'm sorry. Like, I can't. But that's fine. You know, we all have our preferences or whatever. I have literally gotten up on this platform and did streams. Oh, I want to make money so much. I do these dumbass streams where I'm like, guys, Charlotte is being doxxed by her own friends. It is wrong. Who cares? Because Charlotte was young, and now you're judging the Charlotte that's here now when she had very bad things that happened to her when she was she talked about this. She did. So no, I'm not, bringing things up that I shouldn't talk about. This is public. The things that people doxed her for happened to her when she was like 15. She was a victim too. And I defended her when they doxed her. I defended her when they lied on her. The video is still up. But her thank you for that was to lie on me. I don't give a fuck if she likes me or not. I don't give a fuck if she criticizes me. She could do videos on me every fucking day. But if you're going to lie in those videos, then yes, I'm going to have an issue. If I'm lying on Charlotte, she's welcome to correct me regardless if I like her or not. But for some reason, Charlotte lies on me. I can't correct her, and she's been running with lies against me for years. So anyway, feel how you want to feel. But the point of the matter is, everything I'm referencing is on my channel. It's up, it's there. You can view it, you can see what happened, and you can see if I'm being real about what happened in the past or not. Yourself. If you need help finding the time, I know I got a lot of videos, so if you need help finding the video where that happened with Charlotte, my mods and I can help you find it. Just let us know. Navy, please, mods, if you see a question or if you see something go by, throw it in Discord in the general room, please. I'd like to just get this done. I want to get back to content. I think
they were asking if you could.
Yeah, go ahead.
Someone were asking if we could play the video.
Your video?
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to. I'd love to sit and watch your video, but you said that you didn't want us to give nonsense. If nonsense is going to react in a dishonest way, you didn't want us to give her anything. And I don't either. So I will play your video and then we can be done. Is that cool?
I like it. I like it. I don't like back and forth. And I'll put this out there. Like, I made the video to address certain points and then I'm done, right? The evidence is out there. My next videos that are coming out are not going to have anything to do with it. Just let everybody know.
And I would like for all of you that watch us, that watch me, if you're from other communities and you're here, and you hate me or something, no, I'm not talking to you, obviously, okay? But the people out there that do follow us, please go subscribe to Navy's channel. He started like yesterday or something with like 80 subs. He's almost up to 300. I've gotten a lot of people up to 1,000. Like, I literally have shouted people out, and then the day or two later, they've hit 1,000, okay? Because they were pretty close. They were like 6 or 7 or something. I'd like to get Navy up to 1,000. Because, like, he has helped people get to it. How many people have you helped to get to 1,000 by streaming with me while we try to get them subs? Like, 100?
Oh,
like, I don't know.
Anybody we can. Like, we try to help everybody out. So anyone who has banger videos, content, all this kind of stuff, we share it all the time. And we try to go out and share stuff on Twitter as well. So yeah, it's it's what we do for each other.
Do you want to tell them why? Because you might not remember. Why I do
tell
that.
Them why you help other people out.
Why I want to help people get to 1,000 though.
So they get monetized.
Specifically. There you go. I am from a time on YouTube where I was monetized for uploading my first videos. They got views, like 10,000 or something, but they got monetized immediately. I was added to the partner program, and I'm like, how in the world do they add me to this without even asking? And then I had to put in information, and they had to mail me before I could get paid. So I'm not happy with the fact that people have to hit 1,000 subs and 400 watch hours or some shit, because I was a small creator for 2 years. I struggled my ass off get to 1,000. Okay, back in the day. This is the day. That's how old I is. It ain't the day. It's the day. I'm old. I'm just kidding. But anyway, the thing is that when YouTube was like that, it incited people to come in and make content and do. It gave them a reward that why aren't you getting it, right? I don't want to go on a tirade, but I don't think that people should have to hit 1,000 subs and 400 hours of watch time. One of the worst changes to YouTube. Now, I've been criticized by people saying that there's a reason for this because it stops scammers, it stops spammers and shit like that. So maybe 200 subs with it, like maybe if you have like a good history of videos and you got 200 subs, you could submit for it or something. Like help people out, YouTube. Okay, I want to hear what Nate says right here first. And we'll skip this when we come back. I don't want to hear Silverfish say a fucking word. Do I have to hear him?
If I remember correctly,
what if I just ask you?
Pulled out. So the Silverfish part is where he is talking about the email, and Leslie is in the live chat, and he's telling her that he needs the email because she didn't have the header on the one that he had.
We have the email like right in front of us. I'm glad that you put that in. Right? But the email is right there. That's Nate the lawyer's video about Leslie Bass's fake email. How in the hell? Why is it no one says anything about this? Maybe people are, but my point is, like, we are literally, as someone earlier said in the chat, this is some bullshit, guys. JLR is doxing people. I don't give a fuck that it's me, as I said before. I've been calling him out for doxing this whole time, and I've just got confirmation that he still will go as far as he can to dox, okay? There's shit to do, right? My mission is not to get these people banned. My mission is not to fix this for you or some shit, but I do know that by us uploading what's going on in these communities where all this is happening, it solves things. It makes it better. If it can't solve it, it'll make it better. Okay. I don't want to solve it. That's not my goal. I'm happy if it gets solved, like with Molly. And actually, I'm not even happy about Molly. It's controversial take. Fine. While you're all here, since it's probably the last time some of you are going to listen to me, and I'm fine with that, okay? You're adults again. Don't listen to me if you don't want to, bro. Like, seriously. Molly, though, should have been able to stop doxing and threatening people, and she should have been able to entertain her audience on YouTube without this bullshit. JLR should be able to, apologize for what he did to that issue, Brian, he should be able to not dox, not stalk, not harass people. Betty should be able to. They shouldn't have to be banned. Unfortunately, it leads to that sometimes. But yeah, people that want to listen to Betty be a dumbass, they should be able to. I'm not for censorship. If you break rules by going at somebody in a like fucked up way, like you want to say illegal, but that's a given. I'm saying YouTube's rules aren't supposed to just be for the illegal. YouTube's rules go above illegal to protect people. Like when you get to the illegal thing, YouTube wants you already banned so that they can protect you from having the illegal thing happening to you. And YouTube, while I believe they're trying to make changes, are failing in that regard. They have that line where YouTube comes in so that you don't have to experience illegal happening, and they ban people that are doing these things that are like directly consequential to illegal. They have failed, and now that line is right above illegal. Now, unfortunately, as we've seen with Molly, as we've seen with JLR and Betty, they are on the line of illegal and nothing's happening. So I have another major issue with nonsense real quick that I have to air. It's a criticism. And since she's criticizing me, I'm sure she'll be okay to answer the criticisms I have for her. Actually, I don't think she will. I've been trying to get Nonsense and some other creators, and good on the people who helped. Good on the people that actually helped. Nothing against people that actually helped. But for some reason, there were a few creators that were so against tagging Team YouTube on Twitter and actually having YouTube come in and see what they can do to fix these problems. That's a huge criticism I have for creators that have influence in this community. Because no, I don't even think I have influence. I know we're small communities here, guys. But people that do have influence, at least in our community, it doesn't just take one creator to get a hold of YouTube and get them looking. This is why it takes like 6 to 8 to 10 months of creators tagging Team YouTube with what these people are doing before they'll come in and look. So I think, I think that we all have been doing a good thing. And if nonsense is derailed from that for whatever reason, that's her decision. But anyway, what we need to do, Navy, is just skip through some of these evidence parts, give people the link so they can watch the whole thing on their own. Because a lot of people in this chat have already seen this. Yes, Seasons, you're being trolled. Yes. Remy, I understand for people that I'm not saying that people should go to Twitter. I'm not saying that nonsense had to go to Twitter. I'm saying, though, we need creators to share when it needs to happen. Even if they say, I hate Twitter, I won't touch it. Okay, fine. Can you let the people in your audience who do use it know to go? And that way, we can have the Molly GoLightly issue happen to people like Laura and JLR and Betty, instead of waiting 6 to 8 months for those three to have YouTube analyze their channels. Because it's a destiny for myself, for nonsense, for them to have our channel looked at by YouTube at some point. It's also a destiny for these people to be banned while they're doxing and shit. It's just a matter of time. All of us Hind, including 300 and some other countries, is why you chose your priorities. Because I can doesn't mean I will. I don't know what that means, Diana. Rewrite it for me. Hindoc. What's a Hindoc, Navy? Hook me up. Might have misspelled it or something.
Let me look right fast.
Yeah, look at the live chat and try to, or the super chat, and let me know what that was.
Some other countries. Okay, all of us Hindocs, including 300 and some other countries. This one.
Choose your priorities. Because I can doesn't mean I will. Try to explain what you mean, Diana, because I'm just missing it.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm sorry. It's probably something really obvious. I'm just not seeing
what, Nini? No, I don't have the letter, for fuck's sake. Go back and watch my video on the letter before you ask me questions about the damn letter. Who is telling you this stuff about this letter? Who is telling you this? Because they're lying. Who's saying this stuff?
Booty Shot says, hell, LB took up for you. What the fuck? She shaded nonsense.
What? No, God. Look, I don't want to be in this timeline either. Okay? So please tell me you're trolling me. You have to realize not everyone is on social media platform. Other people need to understand you do, but one way isn't better than the other, and that's okay. No, I agree with all of you. My point is, for the people that have it, though, a content creator with influence in the community, that's how you get these people that dox someone to actually have YouTube look at it. I'm saying I'd like to help these people that constantly get doxed by the creators that do it, if I can. And YouTube said to us, you can help them by tagging Team YouTube and letting people know to tag underneath your YouTube to get our attention if it's a major situation. So all I'm doing is repeating what YouTube said. I know that there's other things you can do, and I agree you should do other things as long as they are respecting the privacy and rights of the doxers. Just because they're doxing doesn't mean that you can just become one too, to shade them. I know that's not what you're saying. I'm just saying this for the audience. Go ahead, Navy.
Diana says, LOL, I effed up. I just meant because you can do this shit doesn't mean morally you should.
Oh, okay. Gotcha, Diana. It's okay. I do that all the time when I type. One more time. Go watch the video about the letter. And then you won't have to troll in my chat about it, wasting our time. It's just a couple videos back. Okay? Put it on 2x speed. Hell, just open the transcript and read what I said. Because I just explained this. I never told you you'd get the letter today or tomorrow. I said that I got a phone call from my mother. Because I do not live with her. I'm not close to her. So I can't just get it. Right? Also, my chat, if you watch the video, says You need to take it to your attorney first. Have your attorney tell you what to do. And I said, okay. Right? Also, we're filing police reports. I have no clue if it's done now. I don't know because my phone's not, making noise. So I don't know when I can go get the damn thing. Probably tonight or tomorrow. And take it to my lawyer before she tells me what I have to do with it. Okay. My mother did the same thing first. Right? Today is what day? Monday. When did this happen? Friday evening. Okay. So, is everybody with me? Am I losing my fucking mind here? Like, are you trolling? Because if you're trolling, it's fine. I get it. Trolling me up here to waste some of my time is kind of funny. Mods, next time someone asks that question, if they're not a regular, time them out and tell them, please go back to Uni's letter, original JLR letter video and actually listen to what happened before you come in and start telling me to fucking magically teleport to it and hold it up to you, okay? Please. Thank you. I'm trying not to just ban people here, but I don't mind banning people, honestly, because I know you're trolling. I'm not dumb. I get what nonsense is doing. I've been through this a million times. I'm trying not to go into a drama battle, and I know, I get it, y'all. You guys got some sock accounts. You're wanting the drama. You want me to give you the drama, right? You're getting some. You'll be able to play this video and react to it on your channel, right? As long as nonsense is okay with playing us reacting to this video. Because again, she's fine if she doesn't. But if she neglects to play us reacting to this video, she's basically admitting that she doesn't want her audience, whom she made claims about me, that audience, she doesn't want them to know what is in this video. Because if they heard what she said about me and then they watched this, they're going to wonder why they were lied to, just like my audience is. Okay? So, do you want me to start at the very beginning, Navy? I don't mind.
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, there is copyrighted music in the beginning, so it's up to you.
As long as it doesn't knock me off, like, is it, it might be copywritten, but you can play it, right? Obviously, your video's up, so. Mama says, I'm not tech savvy at all. I respect that. I help a lot of my family that's not tech savvy, yeah. I watch many YouTube creators and never say a word. My real job before retirement was basically to sit back and observe. I've been watching Uni for at least a year. He's fair. Well, Mama, thank you. I didn't read your whole thing at once, so I didn't know you. I thought you were going to be mean to me. No, I am being fair. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm asking myself, I don't understand why nonsense is lying about me. I don't understand why she's attacking me. Everyone around me is saying she's doing it for views. She's doing it for content. She's doing it for money now that Molly's gone. And I'm saying, yeah, but that's not nonsense. If nonsense does decide to do that to anyone, including Molly, she is basically like proving herself an 8-month-long hypocrite. And I've seen people do this kind of thing before, right? They come online and they want attention on YouTube, or they think they want it and they think they don't, and they go back and forth. And then they get that hit and they go in and they're like, I can do this. I'm going to roll in this. But then they're like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I don't care. Fuck this. And they burn it down. I've seen many people do that. So, it's whatever. I hope that's not the case. I'm hoping, just like a lot of you are saying, that this is some weird timeline that we're all going to wake up from in a day. But guys, the reason this was predicted is because it's not a weird timeline. This happens every time. Do you recall when Queen Bee said, hey, Uni, I got these people telling me you're going to stab me in the back? What did I say to that? I said, this happens because, yeah, we go in and bust scams, bust fraud raisers. And when we go into communities, it riles people up. It ends up, changing things and shit happens. So, that's what's happening right now. Unfortunately, I never thought nonsense would be the one, right? But it was always a possibility. Nunya says, I'm asking respectfully for you to retract the statement that you made at 59. I never spoke with you for nonsense. I didn't say you did. What are you fucking talking about? I said one of her mods did. Why are you in here acting like I was talking about you? I said that one of her mods did. I didn't say you did. I never even used your name. So I'd like you to retract the statement that you just put in my stream. You all are riled up. Calm down. Do this. Take a breath. Listen to me. You're next to nonsense, Nunya, if that's you. Take a breath and talk to her. I'm not your enemy. I won't be your enemy, right? I'm not gonna play this game and have her hash this out like adults. Not because that's what should happen in this instance, right? Oh, we're just on YouTube. Who gives a fuck? I get it. But because of the content that was put out for the last year, important things happened. We actually accomplished things. We actually helped Dre and Marvon. Not just nonsense. Everybody. Everyone's contribution helped. And everyone that could do something is equal to everybody else. Nobody's on a pedestal around here. And I'm not going to start acting like anyone is, okay? Go talk to her and calm her down. Take a second to fact check the things that were said by nonsense about me. And if she didn't say something that was true, have her fix it. If she doesn't want to, fine. But you can't come in here telling me to retract and all this crazy shit when you haven't told the person you sit next to fix the lies that she's been telling. Because the lies that she told are massive, they're destructive, and they have riled the entire community up. And it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong, and you know it. Where did you guys get this song? Because I love it.
You'd have to talk to the Madam Editor about that when she found it.
Frog did. It's a great song.
Yep.
How were they helped? Here, hold on. I'll help you out. I'm going to help you out, okay? Right here. Okay, go to my lives, all right? Now scroll down all the way to when we first started talking about the issue and go through and watch what happened. Okay? Then you'll know. If you don't care to, then I'm not going to sit here and describe it. But it happened. You can lie about it, but your lies don't make it true. Oh my God, bro. Frog. You silly little frog. That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to enlighten you on a lot of stuff in the next upcoming days. It's probably going to be a little much, okay? I should probably give you that warning now. We're probably going to learn a lot about buzzwords, terms.
Why are you the teacher? Where did you learn this, thing that you're teaching? Where did it come from? I'd like to know. Where's your credentials?
I've been talking about the word doxing, stalking, those words. So,
oh, I know all about that because I've got 8 years on this platform calling people out for it. So, that's what I'll call to because it's a fact, right? So I just like to know where you're pulling this from. Actually, you said something. You said that you didn't mind digging into people, their past or something. What did she say? Do you know, Navy? A lot of people took issue with it. I've got the chat response to it, but I don't have the clip of her yet.
If I remember, and I'm paraphrasing here, it had to do with JLR digging into his past. Don't be surprised if you do that to somebody that someone's going to do it, and someone's not going to do it to you.
No, they've already done it.
What she said.
Yeah. Oh, then okay. Then she didn't say she was going to do it, or was that a veiled kind of threat? I guess she can elaborate. It's already happened to me.
Way.
Yeah, all of my past is out there. Just absolutely. No charges, no criminal charges. But yeah, it's all out there. So
bear with me.
It shouldn't be. Yours shouldn't be. Charlotte's shouldn't be. JLR, what he did only should be out there if it relates to either any scam he's running or what he did on YouTube. Now, unfortunately for him, it does, because his doxing is directly related to the 10 years he was in prison for identity theft and taking money from people with their identities, okay? Which I think he got charged with wire fraud, I believe, due to the shit he did to people. So it is directly related,
Identity theft,
unfortunately.
identity theft via wire fraud, yeah.
So yes, if he's going to dox people, I'm sorry, but that is relevant. When somebody has to look up someone's past on YouTube, okay, you don't get to just go out and dangle it out there like Molly does. That's why she was wrong, okay? You have to respect it. You have to respect the fact that they have privacy, that it doesn't even relate to anything that's going on. So let's say Menace runs a scam right now. Right now, Menace runs a scam. If I go out and run his background for the video and I find out he's never done any scams, he's never done any type of, anything related, but he sold some drugs and went to jail for it and got caught selling drugs, because that's true. Menace has talked about this and he's not ashamed of it. He's changed. It was a long time ago. He's a family man now, and, he's done his time and he's reformed. Anyway, if I come out here and I start trying to make fun of him for it and blast him for it, I'm in the wrong. Because there's no reason to relate that information to the fact that now maybe if he's doing a fundraiser related to his prison sentence or something, I don't fucking know, but that's the point. That we are putting public things out on the platform, and YouTube gives us, through fair use, the ability to criticize the stuff that is out there in public. We've never been given any type of ability from YouTube or any permission to use their platform to go in and just dig on people and fucking take things about their life or things about their family or anything like that and blast it. Unfortunately, it does happen. When somebody on the news goes in and robs a bank, they'll talk about the 10 fucking robberies they did over the last 5 years. If Betty ends up, while she's out reporting, punching some dude in the face, like a dude that's Dolly, right? When Dolly assaulted the protester that was protesting, him and his friends, while they were protesting, yeah, maybe it's relative if he's been beating the shit out of people for the last few years leading up to this. Yeah, maybe it is, right? Those types of things are the judgment calls you have to make with respect to their privacy, even if you don't like them. And that's the issue. So I don't understand why there would even be a problem when it comes to buzzwords. Nobody's using buzzwords. A buzzword is something that you don't explain. A buzzword is something that you use to kind of embody the entire basis of something else without giving an explanation or while trying not to provide full context. So I don't know anyone in this community that tries to use buzzwords constantly in that context. But anyway.
Me, I promise in the end, you'll still love me. If you love me now for standing on the facts, you're going to love me still at the end of what I'm getting us into.
So you made this promise. So I'm asking you to address the things that Navy corrected you on. These are the facts. But let me give an example. Do you play her saying something about LB right here? Because I'd like to get through all this quickly. Do you know?
In the beginning, I want to say it has to do with misinformation and something else.
Okay, so let's just have you summarize some of it. Okay, that way we don't have to listen to this garbage right now.
Right,
we can come in.
Yeah.
We can find things that are relevant that she's saying or doing in the future if we need to show it, right? When she comes in and actually decides whether she's going to correct her misinformation about us or whether she's going to double down on it or ignore it, then we can decide what to do. Because that's fair, because I'd like to give her the opportunity to come in here and actually handle this the right way, or set up something so that we can handle it the right way. Though, that's not going away. That offer is standing. I've done nothing that should, if you can come in and talk to me and you can be cool with me because I'm shouting you out and because I'm covering something that you're covering and you can come in and talk, then there's really no reason you can't now just because you have a criticism against me. And if you have a reason, please state it. Please. Okay, so she states something about LB. And we all have heard it. It's her saying that, we'll elaborate further in a future stream. But she says that LB's email is she never faked an email or something, or she never even put out a faked email. So just inform us.
There was no fake email, if I remember correctly.
Okay. There's a lot of people talking past each other rather than to each other. I appreciate that Uni is offering to have a calm discussion and hope that nonsense accepts. I agree. What the fork? Like, if she has some reason that she doesn't want to talk to me, I'd like to know what it is, just because she's been able to talk to me in the past, right? There shouldn't be anything that she has discovered about me that makes her say, I'm not going to go talk to him now. Now, the problem is, if all of this is based on anger and all of this is actually not what it's being presented as, which I fear, because, again, she always gave Molly, she always gave everyone else the courtesy of not claiming something about them. The clips I saw of nonsense, now, again, I didn't watch mountains of her content, but I did watch her content, skip through it, and I even played a couple of her clips here. So my point is that she always gave that source until she accused me of things. And I don't know if she plans on doing it. I'm hoping she does. It would be completely opposite nonsense if she didn't. Okay, so here's the email. All right, let me see. Where was it? It's up here, I guess. Yeah. I'm going to let Nate say this. I'm going to let Nate talk. I don't care what someone says about me dropping Nate's name. Dropping Nate's name as if I can't mention my friend. Someone who is a friend to me. Someone who had like 1,000 subs and I talked him into doing content like regularly on the platform. Who has openly thanked me for that in front of everyone. Who has stated that he got his... what did he say, Navy? He based his format. What was it? You say it. You know better than me.
What Nate based his format on?
Yeah. Do you remember?
I think he based it partially on, at least a lot of it based on what you do, right? As
The
part of your
main
format?
channel is what I thought. I just didn't want to say it.
Yeah,
wrong,
the main
but
channel.
I thought
Yeah, the
he
main
said
channel.
that he based the
Yeah, the
format on
original
main channel.
Unirock
the
TV,
original
yeah.
Unirock, yeah.
Yep.
For how he did edited content, some of the edited content. I'm not up talking myself. I'd be up talking myself if it wasn't true. I'd be name dropping Nate if he wasn't my friend, if he didn't relate. I didn't bring him up for no reason. That's name dropping. I brought him up because the man did this. Now, he didn't have a lot of subs when he did this, maybe 3,000 or something. I covered this right before he covered it. He went more in depth than I did. But mine is called Versus Mode Part 2. It's on Unirock 2. It's from December, I believe, 12th or December 11th, maybe December 10th of 2019. You'll find it, Versus Mode Part 2. My video isn't just based on this email, though. It's based around the fraud raiser. It's based around the fact that Leslie Bass and the lobster man, who I still will not name because I do think he has something to do with parts of this, honestly. But anyway, Leslie Bass and this person that we call the masturbating lobster because he's earned his nickname, they decided to do a fundraiser claiming that Leslie couldn't stream because Katie Joy filed a copyright strike on Leslie's channel. I have, if you'd like, the end of... In fact, I'll just do it because, Uni lies all the time and he's misinformation. I swear that was claimed about me. But if you go to Versus Mode Part 2 here and you go to the end of it, and just give me a second here. What would 2019... what would it have been, Navy? How many years ago? Okay. The Chair Sniffers video was definitely after it. Oh, there's the William Shatner video. That was definitely after. Oh, there's one of my favorite videos. I need to link to that. It's really good. Okay. Versus Mode Part 2. What did the front of Versus Mode Part 2 look like? I completely forget. Probably passed it, didn't I? Nope. Hold on. Because I have the literal clip of Leslie Bass saying, why can't it show me the literal fucking date? Come on, bro. Show me the date. Holy shit. Here, let me play some music. This is boring.
Can we play the part on there, like before Nate starts talking, where a nonsense actually says that she says there's no fake email?
Yeah, can you give me the timestamp? Because I just want to play Leslie.
I don't have the timestamp.
Okay, I'll play it.
It's like right after that part where it was like her little intro is where she says that, and I think she talks about the email, and then I say something and I say let Nate take it away, right? And that's where it goes.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah, the William Shatner, Kelly Bath, the William Shatner thing was hilarious. It was awesome.
It was so good. It was so good. They actually got me shouted out by William Shatner, my stream. It's funny as hell. Okay, so here's Leslie. Listen to what Leslie says here.
I don't know when I can go live again. I have not received an email to let me know when I can go live again. Okay, you guys, I'm literally doing Black Friday shopping right now, but I cannot live stream because I got hit with like a copyright.
What kind of strike was it again?
Archer, please come.
What kind of strike did you get hit with? A copyright strike. Okay, that's very important. Okay, Navy, you said right before Nate starts talking. What, is this good enough?
Of his content.
Let's just fucking play it, man.
The point I'd like to address.
Here, let's hear you talk. I didn't realize you were going to talk right away. Here we go.
Conversation is you guys have been addressing issues with uni. As you guys know, the whole heels in the ground situation popped off. I had already addressed what had been happening to me. And there was no acknowledgement.
Wait. What happened to you, though? I did acknowledge it. I acknowledged it behind the scenes, and I spoke shortly on a stream about it so that there wouldn't be drama, like I thought I was supposed to, so that we didn't get the community riled up. And I thought it had to do with you being mad that I talked about when you had a CPS call from Molly. And again, I completely addressed that. I said, and I'll say it again because it's true, you put that information into the public sphere. You did. Put it out. Now, it's unfair for me to go and when Molly does something, when she says something and puts something out that's part of the story, and I come over here and document it, which is what I've done. I'm fair about it. Okay. When you put out something that's a claim that's happening to you that came from them, that while they've been trolling you, while they've been they doxed you and got your information, and just like they first intimidate you or they first do something to you, and then they try to let you know through a voicemail or whatever that they have your information even further. This is the truth. You put it out. Okay. So again, you aren't taking the responsibility for what you put on YouTube in a public video. Okay. Now, if I would have known that even though you put this out on your channel, you didn't want people to commentate on it, probably would have still talked about it, but I would have given you the advice maybe to just maybe be a little more conservative with what you're saying, because a lot of people talked about it. It was not just me. So how do you have a problem with that, Navy? Do you know how she has a problem with that?
I don't.
Yes, please.
I don't
please
know.
Talk to Navy.
I don't.
Well,
I'm
what's
not
your
really
opinion? Did I do something wrong by reporting on what happened to Nonsense after she put it out publicly, just like I did to Molly and treated them all fairly? Is that wrong?
No. I don't
Should I
think
have
so.
a consideration for Nonsense's public postings that I shouldn't give the other people?
Well, no, and the thing was that she put it out there, and one of the things that the reason why you talked about it was to get the awareness out there that this is what these people do. Nonsense came out and said it on a live, and you backed it up.
I thought she
by
did a whole
saying-
video about it, but I could have been wrong. I mean, I have to go
The
look.
phone call was on a live.
No,
She did a live
not the phone call. Wait,
one.
the phone call is separate from the CPS call. See, I
Yes.
need to go back and look.
Oh, it's separate.
She's
okay,
showing
so
a history. Hold on, she's showing a history of it. Some dude I've never even seen before. Another one of these sock accounts.
Oh,
She's
Mochus-
showing
Mochus
a
is
history
not-
of it. Oh,
Mochus
okay.
is not a sock
You know
account.
him?
I know
Okay, go. Sorry,
Yes,
Mochus.
yes, I
Okay.
do.
She's showing Tiff. No, she's showing a history of it and how it's never corrected. There's no remorse. Remorse from. Oh, I thought he was talking about me. Is he? If you're talking about me, I don't know why I'd have
It's a she,
remorse.
I think.
Huh? Oh, I'm
It's a
sorry.
she, I think.
Okay, if you're talking about me, I don't know how. Oh, I was reading when I used she. I read what she said. So okay.
Okay.
He, she. Sorry. See, I don't know. I don't know what anyone's talking about. What we need to do is have Nonsense come in and sit down and talk like adults. Something that she has always claimed she would do, regardless if it's whatever criticism or not. So
Okay.
very strange.
So, and I know we talked about this before, but Amy Lewis had this question. The problem is that she never assigned blame to anyone, but Uni did, opening the door to retaliation by the person Uni blamed. I think.
Well, here, let me help you. Because she did it. Okay? I'm allowed to say she did it if she did it. And I'm sorry. You can disagree with me. That's fine. But are you saying I shouldn't tell you what I think or something? Like I'm supposed to keep it in. I'm not supposed to say what the truth is when I come here to give you what happened. Because I did present what happened, and then I presented why it was Molly in the video. It was a very well laid out live stream. It wasn't just this willy-nilly thing like people in Nonsense's chat keep saying that I just constantly do. Okay. And if they wanted to join my Discord and sit with us while I sit and prepare, they could. Because that's one of the reasons why I'll sit in Discord and do it. I'll do a stream prep, and I don't make anyone do it for me or with me. I go there to bring what I have and to hear if anyone else has anything else. I always bring my stuff into stream prep that I've been doing all day. But I get it. People out there that don't give a shit what the truth is, or they have an agenda behind what they're saying, are going to say things. The issue here is that if you have that problem, that's not what I heard Nonsense say. I heard Nonsense. I never heard Nonsense give that breakdown. That could have been my fault. So if it was, please let me know. Did Nonsense say that that was the reason that I talked about how Molly did it or something, and that's why it's bad? Okay? Because if that's the criticism, I want to make sure I update that in my head. Again, we're going backwards in time. Why didn't she just come talk to me? She's in the Discord. Now, here's why I keep saying she's in the Discord. This is why. Because all you got to do when you're in here is click this thing and you'll be in here with me. If I want to talk to JD, once I'm in here, I can just click this and say, hi, JD, how you doing? I'm talking to Navy right now in another room, okay? So, the problem is she could have come to me, she could have talked to me, and I would have said, oh, shit, what did I do wrong? And we could have hashed it out. The issue, though, I think, is that what's being said isn't true. I did the same thing I always do there. I didn't just go, hey, guys, Molly did it. I came in and presented what happened and then laid out what Molly did. Like, she's called CPS before. There are clips of her admitting it and laughing about it. She had just doxed Nonsense, and then this happened to Nonsense. Nonsense admits that it's a thing that's never happened to her before, and it just happened while these people are not only doxing her, but threatening to dox her, okay? And I said, even though it's my opinion that Molly did it, that it could have been that Molly had someone else do it or told someone to do it, but she's still responsible in that aspect due to the fact of how she doxed Nonsense, right? It's her motivation to go at Nonsense. It's not someone else's. Now, again, I didn't just do this. This isn't the first time I've talked about this stuff when it happened to Nonsense. So rewind back months and months and months. And I am talking about this subject because you can rewind a year, 3 years, 5 years. Hear me talking the same way about people doing the same thing when it happens. Though you can go back to the Latisha fraud raiser where I made a big deal and a big stink, and I was pissed off because not just Molly, but the people that were supporting Molly were doxing the viewership. Now, here's my issue. When somebody comes after me by going to, doing what JLR did to my family, doing what JLR did to me with Betty before that, I'm not just the person they did it to, okay? Because I wasn't the first person to talk about Betty and JLR. I'm not the first person to come out and say that it's happened to them. There are many viewers that have had this happen. They're in the chat now, many of them. Hey, raise your hand if you're in the chat and they've done this to you. And the people that were dono gals or people that asked for a refund once they realized that they were lied to about the Latisha fraud raiser got doxxed. And I played all the proof of it. And the whole point is holding Molly accountable for that. Even if YouTube won't, the truth is out there that Molly did it. So I don't understand. Is Nonsense trying to say somebody else did it? Like, I don't know what's going on, man. But I'm still going to have the opinion that Molly did it. If Molly is sitting there telling people to get Nonsense's identity, then she doxes her, and then CPS gets called. I'm sorry. That's the danger of Molly saying those things live. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So the way I understand it is this, right? When it happened and when she was upset about it, is that when you play like her talking about it, and then you put your opinion on it that it was Molly, in your mind it was Molly that did this. What I got back was okay, well, no, you're like it was even if you're the one that said like it's Molly that did this, right? So the thing was that Nonsense didn't say that, you did, and it's fine because that's your take on it and all this kind of stuff. But they were afraid or thinking that it was going to cause undue blowback onto nonsense.
Why
when
didn't
she
they
didn't say
have-
who it was, and
Why
because of
didn't
what
they?
you said.
Why didn't they have that opinion when we all, not just me, nonsense, everybody talked about what Molly was doing to the refunders, what Molly was doing to Dre? Why didn't we carry that same opinion then? Like, I understand what you're saying, but I can't just hold the opinion to nonsense. Nonsense is expecting special treatment in that regard. And I'm starting to find that is a commonality in her criticism. It's, yo, this happened, but you need to do it different than everyone else, Uni, because of something. What is it? What is it, Navy? Why is it that when I do it, I've got to do it differently than everybody else? What is it? Is it because I thought that they had literally said Uni's not a big creator or something? Like, that was one of the things Nonsense said. He acts like he's this big YouTuber and stuff. Okay, fine. So you're saying I'm not one. So what is the condition?
I don't know. I didn't hear that, so I can't comment on that.
No. I'm not saying she said it, but obviously there has to be something that sets me apart from the other people in the community and the other people on YouTube. For why, if I'm going to report on Molly, if I'm going to come in here and report on her doing this to, how many dono gals did I specifically defend? Like 30 that got doxxed. Why am I going to not have the consideration for them, not have the consideration for Dre, not have the consideration for myself, but I have to have this special consideration when she put it out publicly? Like, why is the onus not on her for making the decision to put this out publicly? Like, it makes no sense.
Because the key difference is that when she put it out publicly, and this is what I'm telling you is what I'm understanding. When she put it out publicly, she never named anybody, right? Or hinted toward anybody.
I heard you. Do you agree with that?
And what they're saying is, I don't. Do I agree with what?
If you want to say it again, that's fine. Go ahead, because you just said it.
Because of the fact that it was the belief is because of the fact that you named somebody, right? That the backlash was not going to come to you, but come to Nonsense. Now, my thing is this.
So then, why is she so mad? Why is she so mad then when JLR did it to me? I did the same thing. I didn't hide it. I did not talk about it. I did. Now, here's the other thing. When Betty did it to her, she did it. When Betty did it to her, she rushed right in and said it was Betty and played it.
Oh, yeah. And she played it.
So what's the difference, bro? That's the special
because
treatment.
Betty admitted it. Like, I don't know. With the whole CBS thing, I have no clue because I don't know what you can see on who reports you. But the thing with the Betty was easier because it was literally a voicemail.
I know it's easier. Yeah. But to me, whether or not you may agree or whatever, if, again, hold on, I'm not going to be able to do this without the billboard.
So what you're saying is that because you played the voicemail from Betty, that why was she not in the same vein worried about backlash when she played Betty live?
They're all equal. All these doxings are equal. They're just different forms of doxing. They carry the same meaning. They carry the same threat. They carry the same possibilities. Like, I heard Nonsense say when the thing happened with the voicemail that the solution to stopping them is to make sure that we talk. We don't go silent. We don't be silenced. We don't let them win. So I have no clue how you can say this about this doxing that happened to you. But now you're saying in this other doxing, is it because it involved kids? Because if that's the case, tell me. And in the future, when a doxing involves kids or CPS, I will make a consideration not to talk about it, I guess, or to go to the person first. But to me, these are all the same thing. This is just them doxing. They look you up, right? And they say to themselves, what is it possible that they're doing, right? And then they go, okay, it's possible that I can hurt Nonsense using this method. It's possible I can hurt Unirock by doing this method. It's possible I can hurt the Dono Gal by showing her house on my thumbnail and then insulting how she lives. It's possible I could literally name a bunch more, but I won't, because what happened is, if you're Molly, okay? You're a YouTuber. Screw Molly. If you are a YouTuber and you make the dumb mistake of telling everybody, I'm going to dox Nonsense, I want her identity. That was Molly. We cannot deny this. This is part of what happened. And then, so she does these things. So to me, if Nonsense has something happen to her next, immediately after, it is Molly. Then the docs wouldn't be out. And it's not just me. This is not just me. This is why doxing will get you banned. This is why holding up the license gets you banned. That's why she got banned. Because you may not go run in and throw a Molotov cocktail through someone's window, but you might have just upset somebody in your chat that is mentally ill enough or going through something in their life to a point that they go do it. So the outcomes, whether it's a threat from a voicemail, whether it's a letter that, went to my mother trying to say, hey, I know where your family lives. I can hurt them. Ha ha ha. Again, that wasn't written in it. That's what he's trying to communicate to me. I can go where your family lives. So if you love your family, you better not, talk about me. And that was a fear, the instant fear of my mother. She's like, I'm going to have to, protect myself. I'm going to have to get things in my house in line to protect myself, aren't I? First words out of her mouth. So anyway, these things are all equal. I'm sorry. Look, I get it. If you're going to say that there's a condition, I'm not being a dick. You need to inform me instead of just causing drama in the community. I'm not Molly. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to do anything. That didn't happen. But when you have the ability, like after this happened, I'm positive nonsense came on my show, but we'd have to go look because it's just my memory. It could have been before it happened. Nonsense came on the show, but I might have my timeline messed up. Again, this is just a waste of time. This is just nonsensical. But I was talking about the Latisha fraud raiser, and there's a new development. And it's in my title, so I don't want to forget. So this is supposedly a timestamp of someone admitting that the majority of the money raised in the Latisha fundraiser did not go to Latisha's lawyer or travel expenses to go see Marvon. Let's hear it.
Even if it's all legit and Latisha paid a $2,500 retainer fee, you just said nothing needed to be filed. So where's the money, Aaron? The GoFundMe alone took in over $4,000, which would have been plenty to cover the retainer and the trip she took to see Marvon. So where's all the money that was collected through your pal Molly GoLightly? All that money that was donated so that this poor grieving mother could hire legal representation in order to go see her child.
I know, Stitchin, but she may have a disagreement with me naming Molly. That's something that we can talk about. Maybe she could have convinced me otherwise. I doubt it, though. Right? Because do you realize that the reason this Penelope person, whoever the hell she is, whatever Penelope it was, no, I'm not talking about any specific Penelope. Oh my God, I know there's several. If Penelope going out and maybe making the call, it was because of Molly. Molly did it. Molly released the info and told people to do things to nonsense. And if anybody that wants to tell themselves that didn't happen is lying to themselves. It's already known, right? You can't say it on your stream. Where's my billboard of doom? Just so you know, there's a potato head admitting Latisha didn't give the money to the lawyer or use it for travel expenses. It's been admitted by people who had access to the accounts, okay? So there is no doubt that it was a fraud raiser. But you're a YouTuber. You say, oh, why did I draw that? I'm dumb. You're a YouTuber and you say, I'm going to get her identity. I want you to help me get her identity. I can't find her identity. Go get it. Oh, I'm going to find your identity and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. The identity is found because she goes out and exclaims on a stream, oh my God, ha ha, Becky, ha ha, I got you. Then right after is when that happened. So of course, everybody's going to know that Molly did it. Did Penelope help her? Maybe. Was Penelope the one she told to do it? I don't know. Like I would need to know so you could tell me that and then I can include it in me blaming Molly, but I'm still going to blame Molly. And I don't know how anybody wouldn't. Let's pretend Molly didn't get up there and demand people find her identity, didn't celebrate the identity, and then didn't threaten nonsense when she got the identity. Okay, fine. Now, it'd be bad for me to say that Molly did it, right? Anyway, this isn't me doing something nasty, evil, or wrong to nonsense, though, which is how it's being presented. Or it's negligent. It's not me being negligent to nonsense. Just like I wasn't negligent to Queen Bee. Because nobody's making the argument that I had to go reach out to Molly GoLightly and Betty and those other people that were on this, part of the letter. Nobody's making that argument except for nonsense. I'm sorry, except for Queen. And no, Queen's not making it. You know, people are making it. Maybe Queen thought that she was threatening the letter, and that's why she was thinking. I'm just thinking people didn't watch videos, people didn't look at clips, and you need to do that before you believe somebody said or did something. You need the context, because when people play telephone, the community turns into this. What will we do in Navy? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I know it's uncommon.
Oh, wrong one. That's the short one. Where's your longer one? Oh, it's this right here.
No understanding, no nothing. It just turned into this whole like, oh, victim thing of poor me. I only am here to do good. I am sorry. I don't know what you still haven't named what I've done that's wrong or bad. I did not play poor victim me. My channel, my entire business was threatened by heels in the air to be taken down. That strike would have taken down my business. I wouldn't have been able to stream, make money, do what I need to do for no reason. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't break copyright. I didn't break fair use. In fact, the argument was the opposite. She was mad that I was commentating too much. What did I say? Okay, heels, I'll consider that in the future, or I'll stop reacting to your videos, whatever you want. But you can't go around threatening false strikes on people. The blame is not on me. It's almost like people out there are pissed that they are criticized and they can't handle that the criticism from the heels situation is not on me. No matter how much you twist it, no matter how much you play with it, it's not crying, right? It's only crying and whining, poor me, if there was no threat. Oh, but she admits that there was a threat, right? She admits that there was a threat to my business, a real threat that could have taken my business down for X amount of time. Well, let me give you a fucking example right now. I'll show you what she threatened me with. This guy is named Duty Streams. Duty uploads 3 to 5 videos a day, okay? Now, he was hit with a bunch of fake false strikes where he did nothing wrong, and the first strike took him down, okay? And so a month ago, right when he had Keemstar, right when he had Gundam, 730,000 subs, Keemstar, 5, 6, 7 million subs, right when he had several other big YouTubers on his show, this is something that would have grown him, something that could have blown up, something he could have worked from to keep opening the door to grow himself. He made 10,000 subs just off of this happening alone. People got jealous and they screwed him. He just came back up. So no nonsense, I wasn't crying. I wasn't whining. I'm not putting anything on heels that heels didn't deserve. Here's my question. Why is heels so fucking perfect that even when she makes a mistake, she can't admit that? But I'm so imperfect that I've made a million mistakes that you claim I've made against the evidence that I didn't make them. Your language alone is misleading. Uni is whining and crying. I'm sorry, what if you were running a fucking restaurant and somebody comes in and shuts you down for 3 weeks and the government's like, oops, sorry, you did nothing wrong, open back up. You just don't give a shit. You don't like me, you got mad at me, and now you're willing to fucking turn on Navy. You're willing to let people insult him, put him down and attack him because you got a beef. Navy, I really think we should be done with this. What do you think? If you want to react to this, we can do it next time because we've been eating everybody's time up. We're at 2 hours.
Okay.
So
That's
if you
fine.
want to react to
like
this,
I said, this is a one and done. My video is a one and done, and the rest of my content is not going to be anything touching this. So, yep.
So look, I'm dead serious. Whatever you decide is what we do next. I'm putting it all on you. You can decide because you did the video. If you want us to finish the reaction, we could do it at the beginning of the next stream. That way it's an easy watch. It's right there. We'll go through it. I swear to God, I'll let you be in control of pausing and stopping instead of me. Because you know how much I'm going to pause anything, okay? It's just my blood. I think people like it. I'm sorry. I do. I think some people enjoy me responding to the pieces of the videos. I think that's the case. But who knows? Maybe I suck, right? And if I suck, I suck. I'm me, baby. I'm me. But here's the thing about me. If you do have an issue with me, you can come talk to me. When you choose not to, and then you choose to sit and try to defend yourself from your shortcomings by pretending like I did some slight against you or I'm unwilling to change, you can do that. You can stab me in the back. I'm not going to stab you in the back. I'm not going to stab the community in the back. It's going to be up to you, audience and Navy, whether we come back at the beginning of the next stream tomorrow and finish this reaction from start to finish. That's on you guys in Navy. So if you guys want to let us know your opinion, let us know. Okay, you got many ways to do it. You can tag us on Twitter. You can respond to my community post, the last one that I put out or something. If you're in the Discord, you can let me know. Or if you're just a viewer and you just want to type into the live chat when we schedule the next stream, I will schedule the stream early enough so that we can get your opinions in the chat. Also, we can take some of your opinions right now about whether we watch and react to this whole thing in the next video so that you can, that way your opinion will be brought into our discussion. But either way, we need a break and I want to talk to the community about what needs to happen because honestly, I really just think it's time I spread my wings and fly away, y'all. I've had a great time with all of you, honestly. I really have. Something about me is too abrasive. Something about me doesn't mesh with these people. So I've tried everything, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You don't have to believe me. I don't expect you to, but it's true. I've done everything in my power to do YouTube's rules and at the same time share and try to grow through the show I'm doing anyone I can that did good work while we were here. And I can look back on the last, X amount of months in this community, and I can say, yeah, we did that. We really helped people grow. We helped link creators together. We helped make the community bigger. I believe that through the content that we did. I think I should be judged off my content. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and fly away, leave y'all alone. That way you don't have to worry about mean old uni rock. But if you do have a criticism of me, let me know. Put it in a video and address me with it. Send it to me. If you are not being shady, you can come on the show and talk to me live in front of the audience that pays me. I don't know how I'm such a fucking manipulative, scamming, whatever the fuck they say I is, if I'm willing to bust my scam right now. You can come bust my scam in front of my audience. I don't know why anyone would not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But, it's okay. Let's just, okay, there we go. I just had the epiphany. Bing! What does she want, Navy? That's what you're going to tell me when I unpause the music. What does she want? Audience, start typing. What does she want? Hey, Crispy. Well, I appreciate all that. Those of you that are going to bail on me and go to Navy's channel, the link is NavyTex37 right here. Let me see if he's got some new subs. Let me refresh it.
Choose with uni.
326, baby. How many is that? 50 more, Navy? We're getting
Oh,
there.
it's been crazy. We were not too long ago. I was at like 290. So
yeah,
it's been amazing.
Yeah,
Dude, the support's been amazing, and so thank all y'all.
I'd have to roll this. I'd have to roll the stream back here because I swear I was just maybe it wasn't on the screen. Damn it! I think it was 273, but it might have been 293. So when we started, but anyway,
it's been crazy climbing. So thank y'all so much. It's
I'm
still
glad.
weird. It's still weird to be a content creator. So get used to it.
Okay, all right. Look, if you're unsubscribing, leaving my channel, if you just want to go to Navy's, just let us know in the chat so we can block you, and we'll all be okay.
Ha 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 ha.
No, starting here after KB, if anybody wants to leave my channel, let us know, and we'll go ahead and block you. So, yeah, if you're not leaving the channel, that's fine. We'll let you tell us. So, we'll just handle it. All right. What does she want from me? Let me know. And then that way I can give it to her. What do you think, Navy? What does she want?
Bubba, I don't know. Honestly, I tell you the truth. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to figure out.
I'll tell you this. When I criticize somebody, it's pretty damn obvious every time. Because, again, when you're criticizing someone, if you don't have a pass state and a fail state, it's not criticism. It's just bitching. It's just complaining. Right? If you don't give somebody a way to pass or a way to fail, then what are you doing? What's the point of the criticism? Just to complain or something or what? So whatever she wants me to do to make her happy, whatever the pass state is, I don't know why I'd be against that. If there's a reason I should be against that, chat, tell me, right? I think I was joking too. I was joking too. I'm not going to. I'm not banning anybody.
Silly, yeah.
Guys, see, I was trying to play into the troll that the people were putting in this chat earlier. I'm not going to ban you. I don't even perma-ban around here. If I ban you and you just message us, we'll unban you. It was I'm sorry. I got to stop making jokes, bro.
Well, the funny thing was, I know you, and
Who do
some
I
people
will?
may not, and you sounded very serious, and that's why I was laughing, because I know you and I know it was a joke. Others are like,
I'm a
what?
good troll too, bro. I can troll too, man. I'm a good troll. Like, I'm going to ban my members. Amberly doesn't know what she wants either. Crispy wants to co-host with you. I think you should do it, bro. At least some streams with Crispy. I mean, that'd be good.
Well, apparently I found out that I can go live, so we'll see.
I always do that,
we're gonna work
Courtney.
it out.
I always do that. That's my style.
That's
Interrupt
actually,
Davey.
yeah.
He gets to interrupt me as much as he wants to. Sleep paralysis is the worst, Amy. I couldn't imagine, because I've had it like twice in my life. Now listen to this shit. When you get, this, Amy, but I'm just saying my experience. When you get sleep paralysis, you have a nightmare, okay, and you get kind of locked into that thing. In fact, I don't even want to tell you because it's going to make me sound like a baby. So Rachel and I take melatonin at night. It's a natural supplement. And it got me on a sleep pattern. It has helped me so much in my life. Like, it's helped me get my creativity back a little bit, because I had such a crazy sleep schedule. Like, I could never sleep. So there's an issue. Certain kinds of melatonin, this is going to sound stupid. Certain kinds of melatonin that I take will make me have insane dreams. Rachel says they're nightmares, and they might be, but I don't think they're nightmares. But she will say that I am literally yelling and screaming in my sleep only when I take that certain melatonin. I stop taking it, I don't do it. So I'm going to stop taking that brand. Though I have had sleep paralysis, and it is terrifying, because you really do have this kind of like sense of the real world, and at the same time you have these invasive dreams. So what I mean is, like, like a dream about an alien coming in your room, or a flying saucer outside your window, or a light shining in, or a demon in your room or something. That's what I had when I had it. And I couldn't move my arms or legs, and I ended up waking up or something. Like, it's so fuzzy in my head, but it was so terrifying. Like, oof. It's scary. Legato says, I had sleep paralysis with a fiction demon from a cartoon once. Yeah, that can happen. Listen to this. So I had to have a lot of needles, like shots, you know what I'm saying, after I got medevaced, all the time. And then, oh God, I shouldn't even tell you this. Have any of you had a hip injection of steroids? Any of you? Tell me in the chat if you've had it, because the needle is terrifying, okay? Terrifyingly big. And it goes up in there, y'all. It really goes up in there. They have to. They have to inject it into either right before the bursa or in the bursa, which is like the sac around your hip, right? Which mine's been busted because I've had to have them go in there and cut. Anyway, that's the demon in my sleep paralysis / some of my nightmares, is a black shadow of a figure whose arms end in those big long fucking needles, and it chases after me and stabs the shit out of me, and I fucking pee my pants. I don't, but it scares me. Have you had one, Mama? Oh my God, it does. I screamed I'm like, why didn't you give me medicine? This is back when I took medicine. Why didn't you numb it first? Oh, it's not going to hurt once I start injecting. It does. It burns. That lidocaine takes like 3 hours to start working because they mix lidocaine with the... Anyway. Oh, it's terrifying. Okay, now I'm sitting here. I'm going to give you guys nightmares like a dummy. Yeah. So here's the deal. I'd like to talk to nonsense. That's what I'd like to do. Obviously, everybody knows this because I don't think that there's no way for me to understand this without it. So she doesn't want to talk to me. She says I've done something wrong, even though I disagree, but I'm willing to hear it and entertain it. And I have responded, you know, I'm sorry. I get it. There is a force pushing back from the clip channel mafia. Can they please use that? Because that would just be hilarious. And they all want to defend heels. I don't blame them. I loved heels. I still do like heels, but of course I don't like what happened. It doesn't mean I'm going to hate. I'm not changing my opinion on somebody because we have an issue, guys. Like, that's what I think drama is. If that issue is a basic like issue, I don't think you should. Now, if it's a big issue, fine. Yes, I do think filing a false strike is a big issue, but she didn't do it. I said that myself. Threatening it, in my opinion, is really bad. But she very quickly, I don't know if it was like a few hours or something, but she very quickly came back and said she was just mad. I respected her for that. So I don't know why that's being left out. Like, again, leaving out context. I didn't sit here and say, oh, heels is forever bad. Never. In fact, I said the opposite. I told people, don't unsubscribe from heels. You know, she got mad at me. You know, maybe I did do something wrong that I'm just not seeing, right? But even though I disagree with heels about how I react to videos, and I understand if she doesn't want to watch me, I don't think it was a big issue. It wasn't a big drama or a big situation because heels came back quickly and said, hey, I was mad. I shouldn't have said that to you. And I think because of what happened, next time she gets mad at somebody, she might not say that. And that would be a great thing. Just like when I react to videos, I've been, you know, thinking about how much I pause. I'm sorry. It just is something I do. And that's the thing. I don't know how you can tell me that I'm doing everything in my power to make money out of my audience while at the same time saying he does these stupid things and makes people not want to watch him. And I don't change those stupid things. I'll change things I'm doing that are wrong to other people, that hurt other people. But if it's something like me pausing a video too much, my response was, yeah, I'm sorry, I do that. Right? So yeah, people are going to not watch as much. Well, all right, there are a lot of people that are. So that's not bad. That's not drama. I'm done. This is dumb. I just want to give nonsense what she wants. She wants me out of the community. Is that what she wants, Navy? How do I get out of the community?
I don't know. I don't know really what she wants. I mean, the only thing I can see right now is that I don't know if there's like criticism that she's making that's just like incorrect based on incorrect information, but that's kind
like
of
I
what
just
it is, and that's
explained,
why I made the video.
Well, like I just explained with the CPS call thing, again, I'm under that perspective with a willing mind to change it, but that's where I'm at. I'm not changing it just because someone says you shouldn't have talked about it. I'm changing it because I have reasons why I shouldn't have talked about it. I don't have those reasons. Why? Because I talked about Molly's. I talked about the Dono Gals. In fact, I talked about when the QAnon guys doxed people, when the Pizzagate guys doxed people. I talked about in every community when it happened. And so that's why it was hard for me, for some reason that I don't know, to just not talk about what nonsense said publicly when it happened to her. If that makes sense. I'm not making excuses. I'm telling you why. If I was making excuses, I wouldn't be open to change my mind. I'm open, but you have to give me those things, and that's why I wanted Nonsense to come talk. So if she doesn't want to talk and she just wants to make videos about me, good, go do it. Go do it. If you get things wrong, if you lie or whatever, I'm going to correct you. That's how it'll be, right? Mo, and I understand that, and I'm sorry about earlier, Mo. I've never had that happen before. I've never had someone get backlash like her. I don't think it was because I think she might be confused. Maybe it's because she hasn't been on YouTube for that long. Maybe she just wants to blame me for backlash that she got from Molly or something. Why would she get the backlash? It doesn't make sense, right? She is being doxxed right at that time. So it would make sense to me, her doxers were coming at her. If I wouldn't have talked about it, I really don't think it would have changed anything. What I mean is, what just happened? Stitch in. Okay, thank you. So let me say it like this. Maybe this will help everybody see my perspective that doesn't. Maybe there'll be something that helps me see yours. But let's pretend I didn't talk about and I didn't report on what Molly did. Okay. Because I made the entire presentation. Here's what Molly said. Here's her doing it to other people right after she doxes them. And here's her doing it to nonsense. It was Molly. That isn't just an accusation or something. That is evidence leading to what happened. Okay? Now, let's pretend that I just didn't do that. Is nonsense still getting doxed by Molly and targeted by Molly and attacked by Molly in whatever way she can? Yes. Do I think nonsense is lying? No. I don't know why she would assume that. Maybe her doxers were like, ooh, let's go and attack nonsense because of what Uni said now. Haha. But I don't think if I wouldn't have reported it, it would have stopped these people that had literally said that they're going to fucking destroy her and go after her business and go after her. I don't know how it's my fault because I reported it. That'd be like saying if I report on a murder or something and then people in the community decide that they're going to go, attack somebody in the community just because I reported something. It's like, did I report it responsibly, factually? Yes, I did. And if you have an issue with that video, then I would like to know where I did something wrong. Like take the video. This is not asking too much. Because there's a claim against me. Take the video and show me where I did wrong in the video. Be like, look, right here is what you did wrong. Because you said this here, you said this there. Now, here's my issue. That's easy. And when somebody says that they're not going to do that, it really makes me think there's something else behind what's being said. I'm not asking too much by saying, what did I do wrong in reporting what happened? Because no, I didn't just willy-nilly accuse Molly. That's insanity. I will defend myself. If you'd like, does everybody want me to go do the same presentation or something? Like go grab the videos of Molly calling CPS after doxing another person. Go grab the Twitter and grab where these caters which was just 2 or 3 of them that we ended up calling potato heads, and this other couple people that was mad because I think of Amber had been helping Molly go after me and other people, right? I'd have to rewatch my presentation, but I could make it again. I remember it. I didn't just do what liars in Nonsense's chat are saying, where I just go up here and go, damn you, Molly, you suck. I might have said she sucked. I'm just saying. I made a presentation of evidence to why I said what I said. So if there's an issue with that presentation, I'm willing to change it. I'm willing to fix it. I'll apologize for it, but I can't do it when no one's saying anything other than, hey, you talked about it. So that's like trying to find something to attack me for. Well, we can't get him on all these other things. So what do? I know. I'll say that because he reported something I put out publicly on YouTube, that it's his fault that this happened to me. That's what I'm feeling there, We are independent thinkers that work as a community. We want to help and support our friends, but if you hurt people, we're in your face just saying says wicked. And that's probably why Nonsense has riled a lot of people up to come at me. Because they feel the same way you do, right? This is part of the story, guys. That's all this is. This is going to go away.
Well, and the thing is, when it comes to the CPS thing, all we had to play is one clip, right? That one clip of Justin texting Molly and Molly reading it loud on her thing. Because even Justin was like, did you call CPS on Nonsense?
He legit
that right
had
there
to
is a justification, right? To the aspect of believing and putting out there, I think Molly was the one that did this, right?
Her own
and
right-hand doxer had to ask her if she did it, okay? Like, come the fuck on, man. There's too much evidence against you, Molly.
If somebody came out and said, Uni called CPS on me, right? I wouldn't even ask you if you called CPS on somebody because I know you don't. The thing is, Justin wasn't sure because he knows that this is what Molly does.
Yes, Justin knew that Molly had done it. And again, I'm saying that Molly did it. It doesn't mean she picked the damn phone up, because if she told someone to do it, had somebody do it, she still did it. And again, I've already explained this. I did respond to Nonsense's issues. She just doesn't like my response is what it is. She just doesn't like my responses. But my responses are fair. You know, my responses may disagree with her, but I'm still willing to accommodate her criticism and pretend as if she's right. You know? Cherie, thank you. So let's get out of here. There's the end. There's the ending. What does Nonsense want? I'll give it to her. Tell me what you want. Be real. Be honest with me and tell me what you want. Make a list. I don't care. If I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't, I can't, and I'll explain why. I've never, ever seen someone criticize somebody else on YouTube and have them come in and say, I'll talk to you. If you don't want to talk to me, if you don't want to come on, it's very shady. It's very messed up, but I will hear you out if you make a video. If you don't want to make the video and you don't want to explain yourself, it's even more shady. In fact, I would say it's Molly GoLightly level shady, but I will go ahead and instead, I will offer you the third most insane accommodation that I've never seen another YouTuber offer another YouTuber. Tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it. Why? Because I'm not your enemy. I've only helped you. I haven't done anything to hurt you or done anything wrong here. And, but if you still believe I did and you explain it to me, I'll change. I'll accommodate it. I'm not joking either. So I will apologize to Queen Bee, and I will say this from now on. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to go live. Not going to go live. Okay. Queen Bee, I guess, also was saying like I should have waited until I talked to her. I completely disagree for one reason. And yes, you can go check, because this was said then. This is not an excuse. This is literally a call to the facts. Queen Bee was not listed in any type of explanatory manner. She was not included in some type of weird manner. She wasn't included in a threatening manner. How can I say that about JLR? He put her in a thing with other creators. I don't have the fucking letter to study the whole thing. And I'm not going to show you it or give you pictures of it until I've seen my attorney about it. Sorry, but it'll be soon, number one. And whatever it was said about Queen Bee, you'll know. Though you're telling me not to show. It's crazy because, hold on a minute. Why were so many of the same people, the same accounts that asked me to wait until I show Queen Bee the letter? The same fucking account also then later said, are you going to show us the letter now? We want to see the letter. Are you going to show me the letter? Why are they asking those two contradictory things? You don't want to see the letter until Queen Bee has seen it. So why are you asking to see it? That's insanity. So, okay, maybe it's just a troll. Now, did we address? No. And then the last one was Charlotte. You're a liar, Charlotte. You're just as bad as Andy, right? But Andy, I don't respect him at all. And I don't support what he did to you. Same thing I said repeatedly in my video. You are disgusting. Not only for lying on me again, but you're disgusting for fooling other creators into thinking that you actually were concerned, that you actually were upset. Because anyone that listens to Charlotte's video, I believe they'll agree with me. I don't even know how you can listen to that shit and then think she's being serious, okay? Now, I know that's a charge to say. It's really not when she called him a bad father. So he turns around and says, nuh-uh, you're one, and you're a crackhead. I think it's him upping from what she said. And it really is weird to me to see somebody willing to emasculate him, willing to call him a bad dad. And when he finally fires back like he did, now he didn't fire back in a threatening way. That's what got me off. And he probably did that on purpose. And I said that in my response. What it is again is Charlotte doesn't like my response. Charlotte wishes that I came out and helped her again. I already have done it. I already told her I'm not helping her again. I swear to God, the last time I helped Charlotte, she stabbed me in the back. Did I not say I would never help her again? Or am I just crazy? I swear
100%.
I said it. I did say
100%.
that. You're positive.
Yeah.
Last time I helped Charlotte, she fucking lied on me, stabbed me in the fucking back, and I said, no, I'm not ever helping you again. Why is it that hold on, how does Charlotte even ask for help this many times? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll help anyone 1,000,000 times, but someone that's purposely poking, like what did I say when I saw what she was doing to Andy? I said, because I've seen her do it many times, I said, Charlotte, don't poke at Andy. Because what's going to happen is he's going to fire back at you, and then you're going to sit and cry and ask and want donos for it. Again, if Andy would have just come out of nowhere and said this to her, I would be sitting here going the same thing I said the first time people attacked Charlotte, right?
Yes.
So, hold on. There was one more point, but it's not coming out. Go ahead.
I'll say this, and this is my thing, and I've said this a couple times. Don't get mad when you start a fire and you get burned by it.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the deal. Don't start a fire and then stick your finger in and get burnt and then run inside and go, everybody give me $100, right? Because that's really what happened with Charlotte. And it's not the first time, people. She has a reputation for doing that. I was just trying to warn people. I even said, I don't give a fuck if you help her, but I'm just trying to warn you. She's going to try and get your audience to give her money through pity after she does this because she did it on purpose. You want to see the clips of her doing it on purpose? Because I literally watched them on Kick. Don't worry, I'm going to be uploading a video to Unirock 2 to expose how she sad fishes. No, I don't believe that a creator having a real issue is sad fishing. It's not. Talking about something that legit happened in an appropriate way, as long as you're being honest, as long as it happened, it's not sad fishing, even if you're fucking sad. Sad fishing is the act of setting up a scenario yourself so that you can pretend like you're crying and sad, even if you're a little bit upset, and ask for donos or try to get them. Not directly ask, but try to get them. So anyway, by the way, pimping. I'm so glad this happened. We need to know who people are in our community. We need to know. Also, I will be responding on Unirock 2. I'm going to respond to Charlotte, and I'm going to respond to Nonsense, and I'm going to respond to these other people in the community that want a response. Joneson, I was dead serious. I'd love to have you on. Like, I don't know why people are acting like I'm some kind of villain when I'm not. That's my point. This always happens. You know, I go in, we do this kind of stuff. When things calm down, you know, I don't know if it's because my show still maintains after the fall. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's jealousy. Again, I don't think that having 300 viewers, 200 viewers is maintaining or good or a high five or I'm showing off. I don't think that. Other people are still out there getting way more than that, and I'm fine with that. I'm not the one sitting here judging people based off their views. People are judging me based off of mine and claiming I'm doing things to get them. Right? Oh, he should have just not said anything about JLR doing this to him because he's using the situation for views and money. Right? Ow, it happened. It's real. I was being honest. Right? I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm done. Whatever she wants, you guys, when you see it, if you hear it, do not interact or harass anybody I mentioned in this video, obviously. Though, those of you that find out through your own channels that you watch, I know some of you watch channels in this community, the issues that people have, don't let me miss them. I am busy. I go to church now. I have counseling still. I have therapy still. I go to the VA still. I got physical stuff I do. And I take care of my kids. I hang out with Rachel. I see my mom and dad. And I have a very good life. So I'm sorry to say that you might have to stay on me if I miss someone's video or criticism, but I will not do it on purpose, okay? Holy Spackle says, first, no man is an island. We all need community. It's unfortunate when some people think they have a monopoly on facts. Second, Charlotte said she didn't want Unifam help. She should file a RO. I love that you put an L in there because I do think Charlotte took a major L in what she did. I don't think that it's because of her, me not liking her, by the way. I don't do that. She can take W's. She can take L's. I'm just being real. I don't know. I feel like anyone that goes in and looks at what Charlotte's done in the past will come to the same conclusion that I just gave you. And I'm only making the conclusion because I've watched these things happen. But you know what? I get it. Charlotte doesn't like me saying it, and she wants to lead people against me. She did. She lied to her audience about me. Told them that I'm supporting ski mask fucking Andy. And you know what? Here's the thing. These same people that are trying to hold me accountable aren't going to correct her, and they're not going to correct nonsense. You watch. You wait and see if they don't try to hold her accountable for lying on me, or if they don't try to hold nonsense accountable for her lies. They're not going to. They're going to ignore what these people have done, just like Molly's fam did, right? Are they going to sit and do what I just did? Read the chat, try to get all your issues, try to understand all the issues, try to understand nonsense's issues. Even if, I'm not going to lie. Is that what you want? You want me to sit here and say, I agree with you, nonsense, when I don't? Fuck no, I'm not going to be fake. But it is fake when you use fake evidence to try to come at me. You're being fake. It's not the other way around. And you can't just speak things into fucking existence. You don't explain it, then don't get mad when people don't support you. Maybe. Have you thought about it at all? Two things, whether you want to react to this on the next stream, I do. And the other one is, what do you think nonsense wants? Have you had any revelations yet before we go?
Well, and like I said, I'm kind of done with this. So you had the free right to use my video however you want, and I'm not going to strike you. But the thing is, with what she wants, I honestly don't like. I have no revelations on this. Maybe something will come in the next couple days. We'll see what happens. But
Amberly just said, show the handwriting, and we can compare it to JLR's handwriting. That's already out? ? No. I never claimed it was out. I never claimed I had it. I claimed my mother fucking called me and read it to me. That's what I fucking claimed. She said, who's Jonathan Lee fucking Riches? Why is he writing me this letter? It was literally, I don't know how many days. How many days was it? What was the date? Rachel said it. Rachel, what was the date that they did the PayPal bullshit? April 20th. It is now the 1st. The Friday was... Okay, April 20th is when they gave me the PayPal donations. Nonsense is lying chat that can't get facts straight. Because you guys really are bad. Like, you guys are fucking comedic with how bad you are at this shit. The 20th of last month is when those chats, those messages came in. The 28th is when the letter came in. I saw the letter today for the first time. I did not claim that I had it. I did not claim that I would put it out. You all told me, take it to the lawyer first, and that's what my family has told me. That's what my brother told me. Now, my brother knows what to do in this situation. And guess what? He's working on this with me and mom. Okay? All of them said to take it to the lawyer first because I wanted to bring it to you. I want her to give me pictures and show you. I'm being advised not to. Why does anyone, like, the people out there, like, aren't they wanting me to do it the fucking right way, or you just wanting to see it? Right? I haven't even studied the fucking thing yet. These people are fucking liars, bro. I can't believe they sat and told everybody, we are so fucking honest. Literally saying things about my video that aren't even true. She said, JLR handwriting is out somewhere. If you show the letter he wrote you, you could compare like you're lying. I know. They've been acting like her chat is sitting there saying that I'm lying. I've got screenshots in this room right here that the mods created for me. The nonsense is nonsense room. Everything she's doing, we've got it and we're tracking it because I'm going to respond in a commentary video. Because why? Is it because I'm petty? No. I don't know if nonsense doesn't realize this. You've been part of this story. So is every other channel and everyone else out there that talks about this stuff. Nobody gets to monopolize. That's what Molly does. Nobody gets to gatekeep. That's what Molly does. Okay? You can criticize other creators, and I'm down with that. My issue is, though, you're not. You won't be honest about me or come here. What was the last thing I was going to say? I have to include what's going on in this aspect with this whole issue of the fall of the community, to tell the story of Molly GoLightly and what happened. Unfortunately, this is becoming the end of the story. Let's hope we get a resolution, because that's what I want. I would hope that's what everybody else wants, because it's almost like these people want drama and fighting now that Molly's gone. And if they have to fight with their community in order to get that kind of thing that they want to go out back and forth, that's what they'll do. I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be really boring if you try to get it from me, but you're more than welcome to. But this is part of the story. That's why I'm going to cover it. It's going into the Molly GoLightly story. That some of the community that was against her for all that time, some of the community that was against what happened to Marvon and Dre, decided that people in their community are worth the same treatment that Molly was giving people while she was on the platform. It's a very weird cycle of the story, but it's a very big cycle of the story. It would be doing everyone an injustice if what's been going on in the last week isn't added to the Molly GoLightly tale, you know?
Saga.
Your commentary channel, of course, are going to talk about the entire story. I agree, and I still, honestly, and I mean this, if somebody out there who has good intentions, that's neutral, that actually isn't being hateful or angry or something, wants to come sit down in Discord with me or in a StreamYards call with me and try to explain and get me to realize why it is that I shouldn't have talked about her public video, Nonsense's public claim, then I'd love for you to. No, I'm not shutting down criticism, but I promise you this, when this is all over, these people will not be able to admit where they were wrong. They'll claim I stabbed them in the back. I promise you. And when I go to the next story, when we cover the next fraud raiser, when we cover the next thing that happens, when I go in, someone's going to say, dude, there's these people telling me you stab people in the back. And I'm going to be like, bro, you don't even know. Because this is what happens every time. You can go rewind and find when it's happened before in my streams. All right. Anything else,
right
Navy?
fast. Yeah,
Yep.
so Julie tagged me in the other Discord. She asked if she could jump in and say something, but I don't think she's
Yeah.
We're in the
Yeah, let
production.
me tell her I'm going to invite her real quick.
Yeah, well,
Because she deserves it. Actually, I plan on inviting all of the peeps that are cool over here. Damn it, why is she not coming up? I just sent you a friend request so that I can pull you into the other server, Julie. I'm going to try to do it now. All right. It's up. What's the name of the production server? Unirock.
Unirock. Just Unirock, yeah.
I'm so dumb. Okay, Julie, I just sent you in your DMs from me because when I right-click you and invite you, it's probably going to put it there, I think.
She's in. She's in the
Okay,
Discord.
it worked?
You got to give her roles.
I am. So, yeah.
Oh, she's here.
Let me tag you and right-click you and give you some roles. You should be able to talk, though. How you doing, buddy?
It might put her on push to talk. I don't know.
I got
she
her.
might have
I got
the
her.
voice. Okay.
There we go.
There we
We
go.
can hear you.
How are you
Hey.
guys?
Doing great. How are
Hey,
you,
darling.
Julie Virgo? Mods, please share Julie's channel, as much as she's probably going to stab me in the back in like a week and then like attack me with a bunch of stuff that's not true. Just kidding, Julie. It was a joke. Share her channel for me in the chat, guys. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you think about this whole mess.
So I was saying, I think, like, Nonsense, in my opinion, I think she does want a back and forth. And
too.
I think, obviously, I get you want to respond, especially when she's saying vape bashing isn't a like that. But my only advice to you is you're kind of like, you don't want to bite into the back and forth because that's what she's wanting, if that makes sense. Like, that's taking the bait, in my opinion. and I hope that's not the case with nonsense. But if it is, if not, maybe you guys can sort it out. But I
Yeah.
just don't understand why, things couldn't have been sorted out behind the scenes before it all. Obviously this is a build up
too.
of things.
Yeah, I agree. I really want people to know that I didn't stop anyone from talking to me at all. I didn't. So, I mean, Nunya just jumped in and she was like, how dare you say that I talked to you in your Discord or something about something? And I'm like, I didn't. I said one of Nonsense's mods did. I don't know if it was her or not, but that shows that Nunya was in my Discord and jumped in and talked many times. Now, did she speak for Nonsense? I don't think so. But the point is, if you're not someone that's doxing and lying and doing dumb stuff, we'll bring you in. I also will bring in people that we talk about. That's why I talk to Molly. That's why I won't name her, but that's why I've done this in the past. So, yeah. Sorry, Jolie. I just wanted to get that out.
Well, let me put one more thing. The one thing Nanya did say in the live chat was that she doesn't speak for Nonsense, and so I just want to put that out there because I know sometimes people think that I speak for you,
No,
and I feel
agree.
that energy, and that is not the way it is. And so, yes,
I'm with you. No, if she didn't come in and say that she was going to talk to Nonsense and all this stuff, then it wasn't her. That's fine. But someone did. I remember it specifically. And I also remember talking to her. I remember talking to many people. But again, in Discord, I'm not even looking at Discord most of the time when I'm in there. So, and everybody knows this. I straight tell them. Because usually it's on my phone in my pocket and I got my headset on. Or I'm sitting here working while I'm in there. Unless they're on the show. So I try to remember everybody, but it's really hard. So yeah, maybe I need to work on that too. I can't work on things if you don't tell me. I'm a dumb man. Okay. Like that was serious. Did you think I was anything but that? Really? You've been watching my show. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be. In fact, I straight up admitted the opposite. Julie, what do you think about me offering her to come on and talk? Why wouldn't she take that opportunity? I don't understand.
I think that is a good opportunity. Maybe she thinks, okay, so I'm trying to see it from her point of view.
Please.
Maybe she might feel like because it's your platform, it's kind of an unfair playing field. So
no,
maybe,
yeah, I'd be fine of her streaming it also. Yeah, I wouldn't even care if someone else out there wants to stream us talking, I'm not like that. I let people do it.
Yeah, maybe even a mutual party doing it and letting us both up. Maybe it's that, but
do it on Julie's platform. Julie's got a platform. Let's do it on Julie's channel.
I mean, I'd want it to be someone that isn't, I want it would need. I'd want to do it on a completely irrelevant individual. To the issue, not generally, but And I think that Julie, you're more of you hang out a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I obviously wasn't a fan of what was being said, and
what did you hear? What did you witness? Can I ask?
Well, obviously, I watched Navy's video, and then I seen her going over old lives and stuff. You talking about probably the non-sequitur show? I don't know, and I did say something in the chat. And so obviously that wouldn't be a fair playing field because I've already expressed my opinion. So I'm definitely not.
Yeah, and Lauren said something. I just want to read it. I didn't mean to miss it. I'm not meaning to miss anything. If I don't read you, might have to copy paste. I apologize. I have it on slow mode to make it easier. I never do slow mode, so I'm trying. Okay. Lauren says we all are our own people, but that didn't stop her purging us. Not that I hung around to be purged. I left the island of sanctimonious slags on my own. Thank you very much. And that got me. Because, Lauren, you haven't even been here lately. Not and look, I'm not saying that's bad or anything because I know what's been going on and everything's fine. But you've had things going on. You might just have been over at Nonsenses more than you've been here. It's very like attacky. Those things are the issues. She has spoken against Molly and other people doing those things in the past, and she was very quick to do them, and it's very worrisome. Am I off
Yeah,
saying that?
I've seen people in chat say that she wasn't like saying that, but she did say about purging. Was it your subs or Unifam or whatever, which is like making it a side thing where it shouldn't be a side thing. You should be allowed to watch both and enjoy both.
I love these. Like some people have the most awesome YouTube names, man. I wish I would have picked a better YouTube name. I'm sorry, Julie. What was the last thing you said? I'm sorry. It's getting late for me.
It's okay. No, what Lauren said, like, I seen some people say that she didn't say about like what was it she said about purging, like getting rid
I know
of.
she did. We've got clips, and the whole point of the stream now is to kind of respond generally. And we're going to go in and play relevant clips here when we need to, like if we have to after this. But yeah, she did say something to that nature. Sure.
Well, what she said was, and this is what was in my video, is that she was talking about because of the fact that she is now criticizing, going after you and all this kind of stuff, there's going to be a purge, and that she's okay with losing subs and all this kind of stuff. There's going to be a purge.
Why would there be a purge? Like, honestly, my subs know what has gone on. She's welcome to look at the past. I don't think she'll make any different determination than what's out there. Right?
Well, it's me, Amberly says, she tagged me and says, she said, Are you sure you have no record, Uni, in her live today?
Yes, I'm absolutely positive. I've never been arrested. I don't have a record. Yes.
That's
I will
even Molly,
literally.
even Molly.
You were actually done with indecent exposure, so you're lying.
They wish.
No,
they wish, right? I know. No, absolutely. It's just not true. Even Walter, for fuck's sake, Mr. Super Spy, and others, every QAnon right wing ringer out there, fucking came out and admitted that. So this is the issue. What the fuck are these people even like? Is this just a game or something? Because this is why when they do it, it doesn't intimidate me. It's not true.
Well,
so
no. You know, the funny thing is, bro. Funny thing is, when I hear her say stuff like that,
yeah,
it reminds me of certain people, and I'm wondering if certain people are talking to her.
I don't even think they made that claim. Yeah, they never even made the claim though. The ones I'm thinking of, they were pretty. They at least made an admission. What they used to, that I've never been arrested. I never went to jail. I've never had that issue. So I don't know how that would even be a
if she's going to go down this. If she's going to go down this road, I got a sneaking suspicion that I can predict. And I'm not going to do it here, but I can predict exactly what she's going to say. If that is what she said in her live today, that are you sure you don't have a record, right? Because that implies that she's got something on
either
you,
she's tried to dig up something on me and thinks she found something, or someone brought something to her. I mean, what does she want to do? Does she want to like call me? I mean, do I trust her at this point? No. I don't think I can.
This is what I'm saying. This sounds more like this doesn't sound like. Yeah, exactly. This is going too far.
Yeah. It's like a lie. It's like a hit piece. Because I was thinking, like, why not, join the server, jump in, and you could literally ride with me to do certain things like you do, Navy, and others. Like, you guys go with me to do things in Discord all the time, right?
Oh, yeah. No, annoyingly so, because you keep
what do I got to do? I know, right? It does. It gets annoying because I do robot when I go those places. And what is non, like, I offered LB to go to the damn DAV with me through Zoom or Discord or whatever, so that, because I'm that fucking like confident. nonsense can ride with me in Discord because I stream it. You know what I'm saying? We like sit and talk and, listen to some conversation with me and my lawyer or something if she'd like. I mean, is that what they want? Me to put out something from my fucking lawyer or what? Like, how do you even prove you don't have a fucking record, bro? Like, how? Tell me how. I will go fucking do it. Like, what happens if I do it? I want a promise. I will go to my fucking lawyer and demand that she pull my record and put it on her fucking name to tell y'all in a stream what is on my record, okay? Because there's nothing
The
there.
only thing you can do is ignore it for a little while, let her keep saying you have a record, then go out and commit
Did she
a
even
crime.
say that? Because it sounds like
Then
she's
go-
not even saying it. It sounds like she's making this weird accusatory
Yeah.
thing instead. Yeah.
Well, then you would need to wait a while, then go out and commit a crime, so your full record would be pulled up, and it would show that only a recent crime happened.
That's true. You're right. Oh my God. You're a genius. I got to go find
You're
a
welcome.
petty crime and do it so that it's on there and so that I can print my record and be like, look, the only thing there is the petty crime from last week.
Exactly, that's the only way to do it.
The only reason she won't come up in front of the people is because she has something to hide. Well, we already know what she's hiding because the Discord servers that Nonsense has been going in are frequented by a lot of people. We know who she's been talking to an extent. We know that her claim that she doesn't use Discord and doesn't know how to use it and barely touches it is a lie. And I don't know why, unless, like, here's the deal. If I would go in to a server, I don't give a fuck to tell you. You guys can jump in there with me, for God's sake. So it's like, there is no reason not to be upfront with people about what you're doing and who you're talking to. That is, unless, yes, you're trying to generate content. Okay? So here's my biggest issue if I was to criticize Nonsense, and then we can get off here. Everything that she has said, that, she's a repeater like I am. But I try to repeat things that might annoy you, but they go in depth to be a part of this outgoing story, right? Like, I'll constantly make sure when they're lying about doxing that I give you the actual conditions of doxing to YouTube, to the network we're on, to the context of where we're at and why it is doxing or why it isn't doxing. And I repeat, but you know what she repeats? That she tells the truth. She repeats that she's fact-based. She repeats that she doesn't lie. Right? Is there anything I'm missing here? Facts, not fuckery. Right?
No,
She's called Molly out for many, many things that for whatever reason now, if you just look, you'll see the opposite happening in this situation. So again,
I know what
I'm
crime we're going to commit. Uni.
What's the best one?
We're going to fly to Ireland,
Okay.
where obviously Julie lives, and we're going to abscond with the wee baby Henry.
We're gonna steal her little toy. There you go, petty theft. Then we'll turn ourselves in so she can have it back, and we can both show that that's the only thing on our record now. It's so fucking crazy, y'all.
The Ireland was a joke. Obviously, she is in Scotland.
Do you know how? Do you know how I know that Walter correctly looked up my record? I know this for a fact.
Because Molly called you boring?
Well, not because of that, but there was another thing said at some time in one of Molly's like little lives or streams, and it was something about traffic stuff. They had made a maybe it was Molly, maybe it was Betty. Anyway, I'm almost fucking positive they said something about how I have so much traffic shit, right? And I'll tell you why. So the reason why the only thing on my record is a bunch of traffic shit is because
you're always on Discord talking while driving.
No, but it's because when I was younger, we didn't have to wear a seatbelt. Remember? It wasn't a law.
I do.
I'm too young for that.
It was not a law. We did not have to wear a seatbelt. So when they made that rule, me being this, like, I was young, y'all, but I was driving, and I had this thing in my head. I live in a free country. I'm in America. I'm going to go into the army someday, and they're going to tell me I have to wear a dummy seatbelt. You know, I was this dumb kid. So I got like 7 fucking seatbelt tickets. So, you know, I do have a boring record because there's ways to identify my record. There's ways to identify me if they try to lie, if they try to go that far. So, but here's the deal. There's no reason to even say that right now. She didn't even say I had a record. She said, "Are you sure you don't have one, Uni?" So that's not her if I go and do some big thing to go, "Oh, hey, look, here's my record, haha, a bunch of seatbelt tickets, haha, a speeding ticket and a red light ticket, haha," then yeah, they're gonna make fun of me for being a horrible driver. Sure, I'm not now, but I was when I was a kid. Though, her response is gonna be, "I didn't even say he had one. I just asked him if he was sure." So, you know, it's not even an accusation at this point. Chronicles.
I think you're her new content, Uni. I think you're her new content. You're now for.
There's so many better YouTubers to pick, and it goes against what they say about me. They say that I sit here and talk about how I had a bigger channel because I think I'm this big YouTuber guy. But if you're gonna sit and go after me like this in this kind of shady way, you're basically admitting that you do believe that I'm a big enough YouTuber to do this to, unless you are bringing facts and you're not bullshitting. Anyway, I have to read what Chronicles of the Shady said because it is a great fucking point that I need to say. It seems she was fine until Molly got kicked off and then she turned on you. Amberly, that's exactly what happened. It's exactly why this is happening. How do I prove that? I predicted it. I was just wrong that nonsense would be the one, but I predicted it would happen. And I said we'd be shocked by the ones that end up doing it. But Chronicles of the Shady just said, and I have to fucking say this, wearing my seatbelt in my accident saved my life. Me too. I've had that happen. I was wearing a seatbelt. It broke one of my fucking ribs, but it saved my ass. So I agree. Lauren, thank you. And you know what? I haven't done this whole fucking stream like a dumbass. And I'm sorry that I'm remembering this because Lauren donated. It's just Lauren has sent me PayPals in the past. I haven't shared my shit at all, bro. Like maybe once. Hey, guys.
No, you haven't at all. Like literally, you pinned
my
channel to the top. So
I know I'm a fucking
idiot. Follow Julie on TikTok. Is that what you meant to say?
Yes, follow Julie's TikTok. No, I want them to. Please drop your TikTok name down there because there's a couple hundred peeps that might jump over. And while you're there, hit mine too, because I need to get to 1,000 and I'll be able to stream my nightly stream on TikTok. PayPal.me/Unirock if you want to support the show is a possibility that helps a lot. Money sign Unirock or Unirachel on Cash App helps a lot. You can also give Julia dono because she bothered to come in and hang and talk. Sub to her channel, and you can do the same for Navy. I don't even know if you've put anything on your channel yet to the respect of a pay link, but you do have a channel, and I do hope that everybody subs.
No pay
link. If you ever get one, I'm going to advertise the hell out of it. And this is what people don't get. I've offered this entire time. I don't think we've ever even told people this unless you put it in your video. And you brought this up the other day. I have always offered to pay you. True or false?
Did. I think it's at the end of my video. No, 100% true. And that's why, like, I was addressing because I saw it, and it wasn't something nonsense said, right? It was, I saw in the live chat, people were commenting that you treat me like shit and all this kind of stuff. And the truth is that no, you don't. I know how you and I interact on, and have interacted for years on your platform and all this kind of stuff and in your videos. And multiple times, and I put this in the video, multiple times you and Rach have both offered to pay me, especially when you have like the bigger streams, right?
Every bigger stream.
So, and I turned it down every single time. I 100% said no, and I did that on purpose. You know what I mean?
And you told me to consider it like you're donating to the channel, your portion.
Yes.
And I have.
Yes.
I have done that in my head in consideration. Absolutely. In fact, I don't just value the time you spend here as a monetary number that's donated because of the time you put in and things you say. I value you as a best friend. So, and I mean this from the bottom of my fucking heart, Navy. I do what I do because I want to put on a good show, but if I ever disrespected you, I apologize. Okay? And I
Well,
mean that.
you know that if I ever felt that way, that I will come to you in front of everyone in VC and stake my claim.
I know. All right, that's it. I ain't getting mushy. I ain't getting cringy for more than 10 seconds. That's the rule. I only get cringy for under 10 seconds at a damn time, and you made me do it, y'all. I am offering out of fairness what I've offered, and I mean it. Tell me what you want and see if I don't give it to you. Now, if she tells me some shit like, delete your fucking channel, asshole, then I'm going to know that this is all a fucking, hateful, spiteful game. If she comes back and says some dumb shit like, delete your channel, I'll know that. And if she doesn't respond, I'll know that this is a dumb game. Because honestly, I don't think some people get it. If Molly would have heard my criticism and completely fucking changed, do you think I would have kept fucking talking about her or attacking her or bringing her up? If she would have started going to fucking church and apologized, if she would have went and tried to refund people that she'd ripped off in the past, if she would have changed her fucking ways, you think I would have sat here and I never attacked Molly. I never attacked Betty. I never attacked JLR, and the evidence is on my channel. But you know what nonsense? You attacked me, and now it's part of the story. It's part of the history of what's happened. You can do it forever if you want. Become a uni hater. There are a few people that will welcome you with open arms, but I'm going to tell you now, and I mean this from the bottom of my fucking soul. I said this to the anti-KJ community when they welcomed these specific people. You know what these motherfuckers did to them? Some nasty fucking shit. Nasty ass sexual shit, a bunch of racist shit, and a bunch of fucking stalking and doxing. I'm literally warning you, like, as a friend, out of the bottom of my fucking heart, whether you like me or not, to give whatever help I can here. If you want to come at me, right? Criticize me like crazy based off the facts. Be careful who approaches you because of me, and I'll tell you why. Not because I'm some big bad motherfucker, because I really have busted many, many fraud raisers. I have busted more by what, like 30 times, 50 times, YouTubers running literal, real scams that made money up into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, okay? And those people are criminals that did that. They don't give it. The reason they stole that money is because they don't give two fucks. And I have had more death threats and more of these types of things happen, and I'm desensitized to it. So I probably, don't think about certain things when it happens to me. And I probably don't consider how that could affect other people. But unfortunately, you stepped into the realm, and it's not my fault when you put things out publicly. I would have never said this if you would have came to me privately and told me what Molly did. It would have never come out of my channel. Also, anything that you didn't put out publicly, whether I found it somewhere or not, I wouldn't fucking say it. Even if I got a win. I had one. I'll tell you it right now. Sean Hufford. Because this is public now. It wasn't back then. Sean Hufford ran 5 or 6 $10,000 fundraisers, and it's very likely he hit his goal almost on all of them, or very close to it at least. Now, that man had information come out that absolutely convicted him. And we had, a very hard and long road of not putting it out and not talking about it until we could make sure it was relevant and talk about it. So in the end, my point is, these people, though, when you bust their scam, when you have this, when you see what they're doing, they look at the money they lost and they blame you. Okay. So I'm just saying, if you don't believe me, look at the fraud raisers we busted in the past and then ask yourself, what kind of person fakes cancer? What kind of person fakes homelessness to take tens of thousands? What kind of person lies about his friend who is supposedly a 5-year best friend's funeral to gain thousands of dollars. And do you think that if somebody busts them for that they wouldn't, be mad? They wouldn't carry that around on YouTube for a while? Because, yeah, we get some really fucking crazy motherfuckers that follow us around, I'm telling you now. But nonsense, if you didn't do what you just did in the last few days and you decided to keep doing YouTube and busting scams instead of lying on people, you would experience this too. So, but you're going to experience it either way if you're rubbing elbows with them, because that's how they do it. It's so strange. The stalkers that I've bumped into, they choose their target based on this coincidental happening. Whoever they bump into, whatever happens, and they don't base it on truth or reality. They base it on, if they have a jealousy that they've kept inside them, things don't work out in a community, they get kicked out, they're going to target that person. And a lot of times it's not me. In fact, I just listened to someone explain how their stalker has been messing with them, and they're not even a content creator. They just defended a content creator who this stalker was going at. Now they've become a target for years now. So anyway, and you can see all of this. It's public because they upload videos and stuff. So anyway, do we have anything else do we need to put out? We've offered to give her whatever she wants.
We're good.
I think we're good. Okay. Now we will talk about this video being played tomorrow. And guys, really think about it. Because when we start our stream tomorrow, we're going to check with you, those of you that don't have a chance to write in or anything, and we're going to see what you think. I would like to do a vote. I will override the vote, though, if you guys vote no and Navy really wants to, or like some of the mods really want us to watch it, I might override a no vote if it's 50-50 or 40-60, okay? All right, I'm done. This is fucking boring.
Right,
this has been a disgusting stream, right? This is horrible. Like, I have to be honest, bro. Like, how does somebody, like, just fucking play this shit? How do you play these games? Like, I mean, I can literally respect people who sit all the time and hate on somebody on YouTube more than I can respect somebody that spends months and months and months and months convincing people that they're a certain way to just flip it around. It's so crazy.
Well, the problem is, and like there's one thing I pointed out in the video is that there's a thing to understanding YouTube. YouTube is not Facebook. YouTube is not Instagram. YouTube is not TikTok. It's not whatever, Twitter, all this kind of stuff. Or YouTube is its own beast. And there are things that happen on here that you have to kind of understand. Otherwise, like one of the nice things, and I want to say this right now. I want to give a big thanks to Uni, because the thing is, yes, I've started my channel. I'm gonna start putting out content on my channel and stuff like that. But the thing was, if I came in green to YouTube, I would be like just so vulnerable to a bunch of the craziness that is YouTube. But because of the fact that Uni's allowed me to stream with him and co-host with him and all this kind of stuff for years on end, I'm seeing what actually YouTube is. And so it's kind of like being the apprentice, right? Watching a YouTuber, someone who's been around doing this for years. And now I know what to expect because I've started my own channel. I know what to see. I know what's going to happen, right?
You just complimented me. You realize that. And
I know.
Because you complimented me now, they're going to say, oh, Navy's kissing Uni butt and Uni's faking how he feels. And nah, bro, like, I'm happy. I've always said that anyone that's genuine can come to me and I'll give them any tip or anything I know to help them on YouTube, because it is such a beast. It's completely the opposite. Everything about YouTube that I thought I knew it, man, because I'd been around since the beginning. So I start my channel. Right. Everything was the opposite, from the algorithm to the way people subscribe to the thing people care about to the thing in a show that gets your attention. And then I realized that's why people like PewDiePie felt so foreign to me in the beginning, because I would watch them and I'd say, how does anybody watch PewDiePie do this? He'd be yelling at these video games. Now I can put those videos on and be literally, I can enjoy the living hell out of them. And I realized it's because this motherfucker ain't brainwashing me, man. Like, he ain't trying to get in my head. He's trying to have fun with me. So I sit there and I read a book. I sit there and I do something else. I sit and I talk to my family, right, while it's playing or in the car or something. And I realized that that's what television took from me. That's what this kind of like propagandistic entertainment took from me, and it's what YouTubers gave back, is the ability to just connect to another human being that I wanted to connect to without that propagandistic hand over them, right? The commercials, the messages. I don't want that. I want to learn my shit through experience. I don't want some fucking celebrity or some government deciding what it is that I should think or how I should do things. So, dude, cutting that shit out was the best decision of my life from an entertainment decision like perspective. I'm rambling. The point is, if we want to ramble, we can go to Kick, because the point is, yeah, I want to give anybody what I know. I freely give it out. I keep like the top 10 secrets, to myself, and I give them to people that are really committed, but
Well, the thing is, though, it's just been the journey, right? So from
It's
the
been
frog
a journey.
raisers and learning to, what to say and what not to say on streams. Because the thing is, people don't realize that there are times when you're like, maybe you can't say that. I'm like, oh, damn, okay. And, or things like that, or what we're in like Discord. It's one thing I point out in the video is that if you're not in the Discord, you are missing 90% of what's going on, right?
I hate that,
And-
but there's no cure to it. But yeah, it's true.
And so you're like, you're going to make assumptions based on what you see on YouTube and stuff like that. But as far as the background, because there was an aspect where this thing gets brought up a lot, where Uni doesn't do any of his own stuff. It's all his mods doing it for him. Okay? And the thing is that, yeah, but there are an aspect. When I say, yeah, what I mean is that, yes, you say, hey, if you want to grab something for me, go grab something. But how many times have I been in VC when you're coming in and say, hey, we're going to talk about this? I've been watching YouTube all damn day, and we're going to talk about, this lolcow or this, that, and third, and you bring it in. Otherwise, there's other things you see that say, hey, if you want to do this, because people come into the Discord being like, what can I do to help?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. And I tell them that all the same thing. So in case anybody, gets this bug up their buns, and I say buns because Crispy made me laugh while you were talking. Crispy said, thank God you replaced Busy with Navy.
He did not replace me. He did not replace
He's
Busy
been
with me.
hiding.
Busy's still around. He's hiding.
He's been hiding. Shit. I just lost my response.
I even said, so one of the things I said was, and I think, I don't know if this one actually made it into the final cut or not, but I said, even Donut Operator, who has 4-point-something million subs, makes videos off of things that his fans send to him.
All the
so
time,
if
bro.
Donut, who has 4 million fucking subs, can allow his fans to give him content and then he makes a video on it, why can't Uni allow his mods to go grab stuff? Right?
Yeah, that's the thing, though. It really is a misconception because, Rachel hates the fact that, like, she has to stop me in order for me to relax, because it is from the time I wake up and then after the stream while I'm falling asleep, and it's not healthy. So she has to step in and be like, look, turn on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, turn on a movie, turn on something else for a bit, Game of Thrones or something. Yeah, because I inundate myself. I'm not studying. Molly GoLightly and Betty and JLR, I've already finished the research, like, for a while. And I told you guys when I did, by the way, other than the Wells thing. So that's something that I'm going to have to, it's too big. Like, the Wells thing is just, maybe I'm saying it wrong. It's either Wells or Watts. It's too huge. It's like a entire story in itself. But anyway,
both of them are entire stories. They're both.
They're really like
sad.
the involvement of YouTubers in that situation is so out of this world. Anyway, though, yeah, like I said, I always shout out what I'm doing. So like the topics that I'm really working on, like the Intellivision Amico, 3 different fundraisers. One had $11.3 million, another was like $4.6 million. And they basically had this guy appear out of nowhere, and he's like, I'm gonna buy this old game system now that the guy died that owned it, and it's a really cool system. In fact, I just remembered I got to do 2 things. I got to go to Kick and download Intellivision emulator, and I've got to download Saturn, because we've got 2 things we have to do involving games for me to finish these videos. Anyway, they are the most entertaining subjects ever. You have to watch H-Bomber Guy's video. I've watched it like 5 times because it's so long and I fall asleep or like I miss parts of it. And then the other one is Slope's Gaming Room. Now, there's a billion videos to watch out there. These are just 2 main videos. If you really are needing something to watch, that H-Bomber Guy video is literally, I mean, it's genius. I'm going to share it. It's genius.
There's an update you need to do on the guy and the what was it? Not Super Mario Brothers, but remember the dude that was caught cheating? That you did the video on like a while back of it was
oh
my god.
Yeah. Billy Mitchell. Yeah.
Billy Mitchell. There's an update.
I got it. Oh yeah. There's an update in the lawsuit. Oh yeah, that'll come soon.
That is going to be a good video because it goes off of like what was this, like a year ago that you did a video on the whole Billy Mitchell thing again on New Rock 2?
Did you know that I almost got sued?
Donkey Kong. Yes, Tom. Donkey Kong.
No, I didn't. I almost got threatened by them. Yeah, I almost got like threatened. Luckily, they decided not to after further inspection of the video or some shit. But yeah, because all I did was take what is publicly on the. There's a guy that put everything that happened out on a webpage so that all of us YouTubers could have a resource. So I just took his thing and was like, listen, these YouTubers are being accused of lying and all this garbage. They're being attacked. They're being sued. Here's the issue. And I just went through it. So it's like, do you really think you can come at me and sue me for that? You really can't. You're going to have to go after the guy that did all the research, but it's all factual. It's almost like it's an intimidation lawsuit, but I don't know if it was my personality or what. There's a huge update there, though. And then there's also, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff I'm working on, bro. Like, you know, DSP in itself is an entire saga.
I think we should pick a day, right? And have a stream, like a nostalgic stream about some stuff like the flat earth and everything else, because
and just update everything.
I know previously, like we were talking about, we were on, I can't remember if we were on here. I think we were on here, right? And we were talking about flat earth and back and forth. And there were people in the live chat being like, what do you mean flat earth? What does that mean? No. And I would love to do a nostalgic stream talking about the fact that people believe the earth is flat, and maybe have Lauren jump up or somebody else and talk about the ones of us that came from the flat earth debunking community. Just have like a nice chill stream about some nostalgic stuff that has nothing to do with any of the drama and the craziness that's happening there.
I actually have a concept there because people have been reaching out that are new from this whole mess, and they're saying like, hey, we want to know some of the stuff you've done in the past. And there are a few updates when it comes to the flat earth guys and the Sovsit guys. And then remember that one dude that's the video I did that got like 200-some thousand views? He was impersonating police officers. I think that story finally closed, so there's room for a complete like closure of that story. Yeah, but I think
he was in jail. Like he's in jail. Jeremy,
whatever his name is. Someone in the chat's gonna say it. No, but see, that's the thing. Like, this is rockAlot. This is the extra content that I'm doing outside of like commentary and editing. And now listen, you can get on me and say, but Uni, you hardly upload. I know it's not easy. Okay, I'm trying to actually do something, and it's not. So it's hard. It's hard when you have been knocked out of your groove to just go back in, right? Because I got sick, you know. Oh my god, this is supposed to be here. That's supposed to be there. What happened? Yeah, hold on. His name's not in it. This is the one. He got 130,000 views, but that needs closed off. Oh, Lily Jean's back. And she attacked. Do you know who Curtis Price is? Remember Curtis Price? He did a couple Katie videos, but he wasn't a cater. He was a really good commentator that we always watched. He almost had his entire channel taken down last week.
By Lily
or the
Jean?
week by Lily freaking Jean. I swear to God, dude, I'm not making this up. Hold on. See, these are all the things I'm doing all day. The people accuse me of not doing nothing.
Crispy Treat says we need to discuss how you're branded. She wants to talk to you about branding.
Yes,
Crispy, I really do want to talk to you about it. I actually am trying to hire a guy, like a business manager. I have to.
Crispy's
I am
offering to do this. Crispy's offering to do this for you. She has a background in it. Yeah.
No, and I'll take her help. I mean it. I want to get her help, and I want to get a business manager that I've been kind of shopping around because I am inept. I'm completely fucking inept, bro. Like, I'm not good at that stuff, and what it does is takes me away from what I need to be doing. And honestly, I have to just hire another guy. Like, there's no way around it. Hold on. You need to see this, Navy. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. You don't, Curtis. Hold on. Let me make it so you can see Curtis.
Okay.
Just listen to the beginning. I don't want to play a lot of it, but listen to this.
Read the title correctly. I've lost. I've only been back 1 week and already Lily Jean and her mother is shaking in their boots at my return. Literally after my second video back, I was bombarded with emails from YouTube, copyright notices, takedowns. It's been unbelievable, alright?
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Wow.
This
it's amazing how when someone copyright
gone.
strikes you.
I know. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I didn't
Almost
mean to
like
interrupt you.
that's a
Please go
thing.
ahead. It's
No,
like
almost like that's
almost
a thing that hurts
it's
your
like,
channel.
It's like people with literal businesses that have 80,000 fucking subscribers lose the access to their channel for long periods of time when people fucking false strike them. Oh my God. So I'm sorry, but yeah, it's almost like Nonsense doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about, but she's complaining about someone else spreading misinfo. I've given her too much, Navy. We got to end this. All right.
Okay, Bobo.
Let's go to Kick for a minute. I don't want to just cut it. Let's go to Kick. We're going to kick.com/Unirock. Again, I'm here. I ain't hiding. I'm ready. Let's talk. Peace. Oh my God, damn it. I forgot the most important part. I do not.
Rocks.
I'm not giving rocks today. I am. I gotta go. But listen to me, people. I do not force people. This is some kind of imaginary bullshit that I force people to go through my mods. Okay, you can tag me in your community tab. You can make a fucking video address to me. You can tag me on Twitter or something. You could. There are so many ways to get a hold of me where it is successful. Now, once you join my Discord server, I apologize, but because Discord is a phone, it is a text messenger, it is a link sharer, it shares files, it does everything that involves communication. So I know a lot of people don't use it, but once you go to the Discord server, I kind of do expect, because it's easy, you literally can push a single button and talk right to me, okay? So that's the thing that once you're in my server, which I have two. I have a server I don't even use for creators, and then I've got another server that's the public server. I'm going to be using the creator server. I just literally told everybody about this before the stream from now on. Doesn't mean I won't be in the other server. I'll be there all the time. I'm just going to use the other server. What this will do is allow me to tag creators like Queen, Nick, and other people that we are talking to, where they know that I'm only tagging them there because it's a production or a business related tag, and it'll take out that mess of tagging that, because once you join a Discord server, you get tagged all the time, so people disable the feature on their phone and they check manually. So you can then leave my production server tags on, where I will only tag somebody when it's business related or important. I'm going to try to get that working again. I stopped doing it because we didn't need it anymore. The other server was working so well, I didn't need a production server. Things have grown. If we have a production server, it solves these "you couldn't get a hold of me" problems. So therefore, I'm listening to the criticism and making a change, not for the general public, because you've got my public server, but for creators. There we go. So hopefully that'll fix things. All right. Now we're done. You want to say anything about that real quick, Navy?
No, it's about right. Yeah.
Wicked says Uni is actually locked in his mom's basement with us. Facts. You know, if I was living with my mother, I most likely would have read that letter like 5 times by now, but I'm not. So I'm sorry, guys. I know it sucks, but yeah, it does suck, nerd. Oh my god, nerd, I'm about to ban you, bro. I am about to ban you. I'm just kidding. I know, I have to say I'm kidding again because people will think I'm evil.
As being someone who has spoken directly to Uni's mom, I can verify 100% that he does not live with her.
That's right. I'd forgotten. You'd actually talked to her a few times.
Yep.
I love my mother. I love my father. Love my family. Love my uni fam, my internet fam. I'm just a happy dude, bruh. I'm a dumb guy. That's how it goes. All right, Kick, here we come. Kick.com/Unirock. Pull in the plug now. Here we go.